But I do want you to know that who God bless, no man can curse, and that you're special. Don't allow no one to tell you that you're not, because you are. You are not a statistic. You are not a buck up. You're not a run over. You're not a mistake. You are purpose. You have all right to be here. You have what? All right to be here. God created you and He has called you for such a time as this. And in spite of your challenges, do allow them to determine who you are. Because by now you should know who you are and whose you are. You are a child of the King. You are a royal priesthood. You are a holy nation. You're a peculiar person. Can I say? You are special. And so because you're special this afternoon, just give God praise. Just continue giving God praise. Look to Him who is the author and the finisher of your faith. Have yourself a blessed and wonderful rest of the afternoon. Oh my God, as I signed out for now, and make way for Spot On with Vern and Darby.
Praise the Lord and God bless you. This is Archbishop Wayne Jonathan Manning I from Omega Radio. We'd like to inform the listening audience that effective immediately, KLAS Radio is officially Omega Radio now. You are listening to Omega Radio. Tell everybody, the station where Jesus Christ is the star. God on Sports. Sensible 89 FM Jamaica. Tell a friend, call a friend, tell everybody.
BMUL Auto Limited, your auto parts store of choice. Your satisfaction is our priority. We sell everything auto except the gas. Visit our stores, 114C Haglapa Road, Kingston, 24 Caledonia Road, Bandeville, 16 Main Street, Santa Cruz, St. Elizabeth. Contact us at 876-618-2781. The time by BMUL Auto is 1 p.m.
It's now time for Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk. Call us and let us have a discussion.
All right, so then greetings and salutations and welcome once again to The Sports Desk. For the fourth day of the week, name is Orville.
Good afternoon to the listeners. My name is Christopher Zidane Matthews. And hope you all having a great day thus far.
All right, so let me just give an update. We're watching, as we speak, the Jamaica game against Trinidad in 4-day cricket. Jamaica are now 321 for 8. Javel Glenn, who was not out on 99 overnight. I remember this is a day-night game. So it started, I don't know, maybe a half an hour ago. Javel Glenn, who was 99 not out overnight, is now on 113. Abhijay Mansingh went for 67. I remember Blackwood had also got 61. And I think Kirk McKenzie had gotten 30-something. So big up Javel Glenn. I think this is first 4-day 100. I know he got 100 in the list there. So congratulations to the young man. What else is there? I don't know how many of you watched an interview with Craig Butler last night following that 3-0 loss to Mount Pleasant. And he said something that I found particularly interesting. He was saying a few of his major players were not there. And, you know, he said Kyle Butler and some others. And you can determine if these are major players, but that's not the point. And then the interviewer asked him, what about Tyreek McGee? Because he didn't see him on the field as well. And Butler said, no comment. And I found that very, very interesting. No comment when asked about why Tyreek McGee was not on the field. I'm trying to make some checks as to, you know, what on earth could that be? The obvious conclusion to draw is that let me not say that. But I just found that response interesting. And then, of course, Craig was not amused when the interviewer asked him, how is he preparing for Tier 2? Which I think was a little insensitive. And Craig wouldn't have it. He blasted the interviewer for asking him that question, that he can't be thinking about Tier 2 now. So I don't know how many of you saw that interview. So if that's something that you want to talk about, you may go ahead as well.
All right, so let me talk about something for Letty here, and I hope Mr. Tracy is listening. He usually does. Hopefully, he's listening today. Hopefully, Pioneer is listening. And mainly, Correction is listening. Now, I remember a couple of weeks ago when, even though the calls were pretty much correct, one line call, the angle was a little bit difficult for you to see, but Cavalier was involved in the game against Inter Miami, and they thought some of the calls did not go the way of Cavalier. And we know usually referees are human beings, and in the cut and thrust of a football game, some calls they're going to agree with, some calls they're going to disagree with, even if you think it's the wrong call. And Mr. Tracy, and he was joined by Correction, was making some suggestion that politics came up, that politics is involved in these things. Correction explicitly said that, listen, CONCACAF would be better off if Inter Miami moves forward in the competition, go as further as possible because of one Lionel Messi. He's a big draw, he's a big pull. And basically, even though he didn't say it, suggesting that robbery happened, some systematic robbery was happening to Cavalier to ensure that. And logical people saying that, no, man, what happened is that because you have an interest in that game, and Inter Miami is a big team, you just felt bad because you're emotional about it. And referees, they make bad calls in every game. And these are top referees, and no such thing happening. Now, last night, Correction, and I hope you're listening, Correction, especially you. Inter Miami played the first leg against the team from Los Angeles. And Inter Miami lost the game. And there was a player, the player who scored the goal to give Inter Miami the loss, to help them to lose the game for LA, punched and elbowed a player off the ball in his face. Our own O'Shea Nation was the man in the middle. And VAR told him to have a look. And Mr. Nation had a look. And the player who eventually scored the goal to beat Inter Miami, who CONCACAF wants to go forward correction, was shown only a yellow card. And Inter Miami, who hear at politics, and it would be better if CONCACAF get them to go as far as possible, lost the game correction. So I hope you realize, and you come and be a man today and say, listen, boy, it's foolish me that talk. Me shouldn't say them something there. Say a bad call. And this one was even more blatant than anything that happened to Cavalier. The man swung him man intentionally, first him elbow, then him slapped the man in the face off the ball and was only shown a yellow card. It's either CONCACAF has no shift and they don't want Messi to go any further, or you were wrong. Correction. You make the distinction if you can say, listen, it's shift them shift, or made the attack foolish. So, but again, I know you didn't watch the game because I don't hear nobody discussing it, but what you all do is watch the games that you're interested in. When you see bad calls, you referee a thief, and I keep telling you, it happens in every game. But what you do is only watch the big teams or games that you're interested in, see the bad calls, and it's a referee a thief. The bad calls are pretty much made in every single game. When small teams play small teams, big teams play big teams, it happens. And it goes against the bigger teams some of the time and the bigger star, like it did last night for Inter Miami and Lionel Messi. That's all me have to say.
All right. Let's hope. Let's see if Correction and company respond. 615-2841 or 676-6968. How is it now? I'll start. All right. 615-2841 or 676-6968. Those are your numbers.
The lines are good, Oster, because okay. Because somebody was saying they had some difficulties at the back end of the call, of the phone yesterday. So I hope Correction is listening and come and respond to what I have to say. And I hope G-Star can come and finish his call also, as it relates to his prediction for the NBA thing. So yeah, and it's clear that it seems as if there's a situation involving Craig Butler and Tyreek McGee. Not sure.
Yeah, it was surprising that Craig didn't, when asked why Maggie was there, by saying no comment. is saying a whole lot of things, really. And I don't know if anybody has any idea what's happening, but it would be interesting. And I noticed it was Craig doing the interview. Let me not say Lenny was approached. I don't know if Lenny was there. But Craig was not amused when asked about tier 2. That he was berating the interviewer. How can he be asking me about tier 2 when I still have some matches to play? If I win all my games, then I'm good. He wasn't amused at the thought that already in the eyes of the interviewer, he has already gone to the Bush League. But let's see if there's a rift between Maggie and Craig, it will be coming out sooner rather than later. But I think Craig opened the doors for us to speculate by saying no comment when asked why he wasn't on the field. He definitely opened that door. All right, so Jamaica now have lost another wicket. We are now 332 for 9, and this is after being asked to bat first, with Javel Glenn still there, not out at 130.
All right, so check that thing there, Asta, because quite a number of persons saying they're trying to get to run.
Yep.
So check that out for me.
You're resetting it? Yeah,
it
man.
seems that there's an issue. I thought the question, by the way, listeners, was a little bit disappointing. For me. I can understand Craig Butler being upset about the question because they are not yet relegated. So he's in the Premier League. He has 5 Premier League games to go. I don't know why you would ask him about, is he preparing for tier 2? He's not. You're not sure if he's going to be in tier 2. It's likely, but you're not quite sure yet. So ask him about what the plans are in the upcoming 5 games and what he thinks his chances are of winning all 5 of them. When it gets to, because it will get to that point, if it is going to happen, then you can say, what are your plans now going to tier 2? Will you remain? So I think I can understand why he was upset because he's not. He doesn't need to prepare for something that he's not yet a part of. So we can understand him being upset by that question.
All right, let's take the first one. Hello.
Yeah, man. Well done.
Good afternoon, Nick.
Yeah, may I listen to your intro, right?
Yeah.
Mr. Butler.
Yes.
All right. First thing, maybe the interviewer was kind of previous, but he's going to go to tier 2 because out of those 5 matches, no team will allow him to beat them. All right, even the bottom team won't allow him to beat them.
When you say allow him to beat them, what is when you say allow him to beat them?
Every team motivated to play here right now. You understand? Based off his utterances and stuff like that. So him not gonna beat nobody.
Well,
so he's going to go to tier 2.
Yeah, but he could always wait until it is official that he's down into tier 2, then ask him, but what are your...
I can understand.
No, me wouldn't ask the question.
No. Right, me understand that, but me just confirm he's going to tier 2, right?
What's the lot of numbers the next drop? Look like you can't see the future.
No, man, this easy. I have to tell you that
the lot of numbers. Yeah, so I mean.
No, what may I think about doing all of this, right? And Lenny had the coach, that's true.
And so it is said.
Well, and the slide is going on long time now. So with a top administrator like Butler, why never fire the coach? That isn't that what you do when your team not doing well?
That's a fair point. That's a fair point. Unless Mr. Butler knows that Lenny Hyde is not the one to be blamed for the team going free falling, possibly into the Bush League.
Yeah, because the team has been free falling for a long time now, and the next step down is relegation. So the normal thing to do is fire the coach because if you think the team not doing well,
yeah,
and
man.
the next thing,
that's a good point.
The next thing what?
The next thing you say him saying at the interview is that he never have all his players then, right?
All his major players. He actually used that word.
Good. Now,
and he named his son Kyle Butler as one of them.
Him never know all of that when him a brag and boast.
No, man, he was talking about that game. For that game.
particular game.
He had some players, major players out for that game.
The Mount Pleasant tree, love.
That not make
Yeah.
no difference. I mean, he had all his major players when he must slide. So why I'm thinking go play Mount Pleasant with the major players them and it make no difference. It wouldn't make a difference. And Mount Pleasant, yeah, play. So even if you had your major players, the same major players that you slide with, why would I make a difference?
Well, he did say he wasn't coming with an excuse because Mount Pleasant is a big team and they had a lot of quality, but he just make the point that
The thing him need to do is just, I don't even know when can do now because I'm already talk everything when I'm supposed to talk already. And any backtracking now is going to sound basically like an idiot.
well, the man saying they're going to win the league in 1 or 2 years and win the CONCACAF Champions League in 2 or 3 years. No, he won't even be in the Premier League in a year, likely.
So, I just saw, I have one little point.
Yeah, man, hold.
Just 1 minute.
Yeah, man, hold the line. We're coming back.
And now we have Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. Now, Mr. Mac, we've been hearing a lot of good things about Three Angels Pharmacy. What is it that makes the Three Angels Pharmacy so unique?
Well, you know, at Three Angels Pharmacy, we offer fast, friendly, and efficient customer service. We give back to our community. We offer counseling, blood pressure checks, cholesterol checks. We do photocopying, printing, faxes, and if we don't have it, we'll get it for you.
Thank you, Mr. Rohan McNally, manager of the Three Angels Pharmacy. For further information, call us at 625-5584 or 295-7469. Three Angels Pharmacy, located at shop number 7, Caledonia Plaza, 7B Caledonia Road, Mandeville.
Rev up your excitement with Fidelity Motors. We are bringing you unbeatable specials on brand new Nissan vehicles. Relax with the 2024 Nissan X-Trail e-Power. Enjoy a 2-month payment holiday, 5 years free service, free insurance, 3 years warranty, and 3 years roadside assistance. And that's not all. Keep your tank full in the 2024 Nissan Qashqai with 1 year free fuel, 2 years free service, free insurance, and much more. Don't miss out on these incredible deals. Visit us at 5 to 18 Hanover Street or call us at 948-5409 for all the details. This is Nissan, where innovation excites. Conditions apply. Yabba's Ja Children album, written and produced by Tony Steins, CEO. Yabba music is available on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple, TikTok, Snapchat. Listen in on KLAS every Wednesday and Friday during the sports desk at 3 p.m. for the featured song from the Ja Children album. A must for your playlist.
The fastest races in the world are coming to Kingston, April 4 through 6. Witness history at Grand Slam Tracks. First ever slam. Akira Nugent, Oblique Seville, Rochelle Clayton, Nikisha Price, Rashawn Clark, Gabby Thomas, Sidney McLaughlin Leveroni.
I want to be remembered as the youngest to ever made history.
It's all about the competition and running fast.
Don't miss the debut of Grand Slam Track at the National Stadium, April 4 through 6. Get your tickets now at grandslamtrack.com.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Back with Finny. Yes.
Zidane, Monday when you talk to Salem about the 98 team, right?
Mm-hmm.
We did say better than Baby Gardner. Let's back again.
Taxi Lawrence.
Man, you're sick or something.
No, man, Baby Gardner wasn't a good.
Right?
Baby Gardner wasn't a part. Hold on.
Don't use no. Don't talk about he was young at the time. Remember the same young Baby Gardner, right?
Yes.
Cause Gregory Messam to be on the bench.
Yeah, but that was a choice of the coach.
And at the same Baby Gardner performed that way in the World Cup, you know.
Yeah, but he wasn't.
That year.
Yeah, but he wasn't a particularly good defender. Taxi Lawrence was better. Prime Taxi Lawrence. Listen, let me talk. Let me talk, no, Nick. No, man, you don't hear me, man. No, I want to hear your response to this, do you know? Defensively, at them very best, Taxi Lawrence is better defensively than Ricardo Bibican. I want to hear your response to that.
Yes.
You agree?
Yes, but
This one 4-4-2 me I play?
Well, on, brother.
4-3-3 rather.
It's in the defensive part with tax Lawrence. It's not night and day. Right?
No, but because me I play.
So if you overall a thing now, right? If you overall a thing, tax Lawrence doesn't know.
No, my boss. Tax Lawrence is a special cross off the ball as well.
You just have a bias to know to know than then.
No, man.
If you say that,
no,
is
sir.
a bias that.
No, my boss.
Right? And then again,
yes.
Here you talk certain things, right?
Yes.
When you look at that midfield, that time there, right? You can compare them set of money who can't even control a ball to that time.
Yes, and Ravel Morrison and Bobby Reed can't control.
And talk about this Ravel Morrison, man. And then in order to justify and bring up about Manchester United. Nobody know Ravel Morrison, man. Nobody
know Ravel, but they know Tapa though.
What I mean, nobody know Ravel.
Interesting.
Right? I'm going to the forward line.
Yes.
Right. All right, because these guys play English Premier.
No.
You call it night and day between Teagat and why name they were broke up now?
Mikel Antonio.
You call it night and day.
I never said
Teagat never played.
I never said anything about night and day in that regard.
Which one of them can stand up next to Anandelo?
No, but Mikel Antonio a better baller for every striker Jamaica ever produced.
Why?
Him does better when we see him play.
Why?
No, remember, this is not a discussion about for Jamaica, Nick. That is not the argument, It's about if these players are at them very best, playing them best possible football. But Tika Davis can't play football like Mikel Antonio, my boss. I want Andelo. A joke argument, that, Nick.
While I possibly might give you between Walter Boyd and our boy Bailey, right? And all because you say you're not talking about Jamaica, right? I might gear that because Leon Bailey not do nothing for Jamaica up to now. Good, but not do that, man. Taxi Lawrence versus Bibi God.
Yeah, man.
You shouldn't get there, brother.
Better defender, in my opinion.
Shouldn't get there, man.
All right, I hear you. Let's see what others think.
All right,
big up.
More. I might think that, yeah.
All right, so that's Nick. And we go to the next one. Hello.
Am I time?
Yeah, Garvey, what's up?
Everything fine.
Yeah.
Why, Nick? One thing me have to say to you, Nick. How the monkey climb, the more they expose. And when they get 90 out of 100, they're still a genius, my boss. I watch you all year, you come at Craig Butler. Craig Butler has been a very successful guy, my brother. Go easy, man.
Yeah, but what did he say wrong this time wrong?
No, it's just an accumulation. I just listen to all them calls. It sounds kind of personal. It might like him just not like the man, Okay. Anyway, but me understand. Craig is a man full of bravado, so might rub some of that wrong with. Anyway, Orville, you bring the did you bring the Bramble meat scale to work with it today?
No.
You did up a yard,
What say you today, Mr. Garvey, sir?
Yeah, me I got me. I give you something when you go home, you wait and tomorrow you can come back and tell you. If it bust this spring, me apologize more your scale, yes, sir?
All right.
But more you tell me if it passed the 10-pound limit. What was said on the radio yesterday about Pele surpassing R9 after 2002 in popularity?
I prefer.
Me want you to measure that one because I think it's the biggest brand ever year.
Yeah, but that was not said on the radio though.
No, hear what you said. You said Pele is more famous now. I asked you who was more famous in 2002 when R9 was at its height of its growth.
Yeah, and I'm saying while the World Cup was.
I want to know
yes.
what happened in the last 23 years to make.
No, but hold on, man. It's all about. Remember, people. So when people are alive, people die and all of that. But because Pele is arguably the greatest of all time, and he's such an iconic figure, even when you're just born today, 10 years from now, you're more likely to hear about Pele than R9. So, but if you're around in the 2000s when the World Cup is being played, and he was the biggest star. No, let me finish. You never think me a struggle, give me a chance to talk to my boss. I don't care about your opinion. I don't rate you that level to care about your opinion. I'm saying to you, when the World Cup is being played in 2002, not only Ronaldo is one of the best players ever himself, many people have him top 5. So he was the big star then, and he was dominating the biggest sporting event in the world. So I'm saying in that moment, he then would have been more recognizable at that point in time in the world than Pele. That's all I'm saying.
Who you see some more famous in the context, overall context? Dan Bradman or Steve Smith?
I don't follow cricket to that level.
Zidane, you just show you so you not think before you make these proclamations. You heard? Anyway, I got to some basketball. I struggle.
Well, I know my reasoning make whole heap of people think me was called a year in 2012.
Hold on, which year Dan Bradman did?
You called for 3 years.
Which year Dan Bradman retire?
And not one vote you get.
Yeah, no, in Ghana, so no.
No, but you're criticizing my level of analysis.
I expected to be justified by the laws of men.
Okay.
The wicked will find
then you are bash my analysis, my boss. You're not one man.
No, over basketball, you struggle bad with that.
All right, my boss.
Me talk about SGA versus Joker yesterday. Right?
Yes.
So, me ask you a question. You're saying Joker is the best offensive player in the NBA, right?
Yeah, and all of ESPN and Fox and all of the media outlets in America.
Hold on. Where would you rank SG as an offensive player?
Boss, let me just finish my comment now, man.
Ask you a simple question.
But when you ask me...
When next thing now people say me not give you a chance to talk. Look how much time I give you to talk and you're not talk.
You want me to answer the question now?
Yes, where do you rank SG as an offensive?
No, man, you asked me a question prior to that one. So let me just finish my question.
What question?
You asked me who I think is the best in the NBA.
I said Joker.
Yeah.
You know, I said the best offensive player. I said Joker.
No, you asked me who's the best player.
No offensive player, Mr.
Okay, well, that's clearly Nikola Jokic. By far.
Good. Where do you rank SG as an offensive player?
Not close to Nikola.
So how many players in the league are better than SG offensively? What is this ridiculous?
No, SG. No, hold on.
Over the last 3 years, SG has averaged 31.5 points, which is the most in the NBA, and he has shot 51.5% as a point guard. Yesterday I heard you on the radio telling somebody, say, where you play does matter when you consider field goal percentage. So I'm going to ask you again, as an offensive player, where does SGA rank?
Behind Nikola Jokic, but by some distance, Nikola is
so you have him second?
Yes.
Good, then I said that second.
No, but I said Nikola is far better offensively.
All right.
Yeah.
Golf between
the two. Yes.
Hold on, no? Who is a better defensive player?
It's SGA.
And the gap is much wider than it is.
I don't agree.
What?
I don't agree, my boss. I think Nikola has improved significantly defensively, and he's been much better over the.
Do you realize that? Hold on, boss. There are I can count at least 6 or 7. Hold on. By the way, I'm glad that you bring up that point. Hear this, Orville.
Yeah.
In that game, I'm going to catch your ears and listen good. In that game, I'm not brag to SGA give score 61 points. And I hear you with the rubbish to Pioneer. You, me I call out you. Me you go down the road and I yap. Come up yourself. Come in at the big boy ring. Listen what me I say, Pioneer. Why you neglect to leave out the fact that in that game, the 2 big men for Minnesota, meaning say Rudy Gobert and Julius Randle, not great players, put up 45 points over 20 rebounds for Joker. How no left out that?
Let me ask you a question. Who's a better basketball player? Steph Curry or Shai Gilgeous-Alexander?
Well, right now?
Not right now. Like, just picture them at them.
Come on, you don't have to go give Shai time, man.
No, man. Just, so why you need time?
I will say this.
Why you need time?
I will say this. Hold on. Oh, you mean the man is just developing?
No, but isn't he a better defender than Curry?
Come on, the man, Steph Curry's career is basically.
Oh, so I can be good. Hold on, I can be good offensively and better defensively, but not necessarily. It doesn't mean I'm a better overall player.
Hold on, boss. I will say this, Zidane.
Okay.
that SGA is trending to being the best two-way wing player that I've seen
And that me want to hear from you.
since probably Kobe Bryant.
Is that me want to hear from you? Me just want you hear say
And
Steph
those
Curry
players
better.
listen up, he's number one. He's the number one net rated player in the NBA. I hope you know that. Ahead of Nikola Jokic. I hope you know that.
Nobody,
listen to this.
nobody who understands basketball agrees that SJ is a better basketball player now in the league. Everybody think it's by far.
No, but you say the thing
I
is
think you're kind of
on a much higher level. You can't use regular people judging.
It appears.
So anyway, me not go hug the phone for too long. So big up on yourself. Tomorrow again.
All right. Actually,
Yeah,
it is 1:30, so we have to run for Jesse Blake. Line up here, my boss. All right, we should be having Jesse Blake anytime now. So we take the break. We'll be back.
If you need a prescription filled, Gold Line Pharmacy at Main Street, Chapelton, Clarendon guarantees fast service at a great price. You will find gifts, household items, cosmetics, and stationery too. When you are looking for fast, friendly service, visit Gold Line Pharmacy, Main Street, Chapelton, 876-785-0128. We are caring beyond prescriptions. Gold Line Pharmacy, the name you can trust. Serving our clients is our first responsibility.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stay.
Saturday is one of the biggest days for sports, and Omega Sports has got you covered. Kick off your morning with the BBC Sports World for 3 hours of comprehensive roundup of various sports, including the English Premier League, from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Omega Radio, God and Sports. Sensible.
Just bang!
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game, from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds. It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Arsenal defender Gabriel will miss the remainder of the season after the club confirmed he requires hamstring surgery. The Brazilian was substituted in the first half of Arsenal's 2-1 win against Fulham at Emirates Stadium on Tuesday. The former Lille defender has started 28 games of Arsenal's 30 Premier League matches this term, helping the club to the best defensive record in the division with 25 goals conceded. Arsenal says the 27-year-old is aiming to return to action for the start of the new season, 2025-2026. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. D'Angelo Auto Spears and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich financing.
It's now time for Just Bet Winner's Edge, where we take a look at some of the top sporting events and betting odds on the Just Bet sports betting program and show you how to bet and win big with Just Bet. Sponsored by Just Bet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game, from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. Just Bet, your game, your passion. Just Bet. All right, so Jesse Blake is waiting in the wings. Hi, Jesse Blake. How are you?
Well, I am here, trying to dance to the raindrops, but at least I'm dancing, so that's good in itself.
Means you're alive, my friend. Means you're alive.
Sure, that's correct.
All right, tell us what you have. There's something else on the screen, so
right.
Tell us what you have, and I'll follow.
All right, no problem at all. The first match that we're going to be looking on is action in the Premier League this Saturday at 11:30 Jamaica time. At that time, it will be Aston Villa hosting Nottingham Forest. This one should be quite an interesting matchup. Here it is that Aston Villa, they'll be opening Villa Park to welcome Nottingham Forest. Aston Villa actually boosted their chances of finishing in the Champions League places with a fine 3-0 win at Brighton. Yesterday. It was Unai Emery's side that has now overseen 3 league victories from their last 4. Nottingham Forest claimed a 3rd successive league win, but victory over Manchester United on Tuesday came at a cost. Ola Aina suffered a calf injury in that one. Forest have not played well at Villa Park. They've lost both games there following their return to the Premier League. And the misery for Forest is scheduled, or the bettors have seen that the misery for Nottingham Forest should continue come Saturday. They're the underdog at $3.40 according to the Just Bet final result bet option. Aston Villa is scheduled to keep the good times rolling, or favored to keep the good times rolling at $2 even, and the draw attracts odds of $3.50. Let's head right into correct score betting. A lot of great correct score betting opportunities are here for this game, and you can take advantage of every single one of them if you so wish. Aston Villa, for example, 2-1. That correct score pays $4,250 in winnings with a $500 bet. Villa, 2-0, $5,000 an offer with $500 work. Aston Villa, 3-2, $13,000 an offer with a $500 wager. For Nottingham Forest, so many correct score bets that you can capitalize on. And those include, if it is Nottingham Forest, 2 goals to nil, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Nottingham Forest, 3 goals to 1, $25,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. Nottingham Forest, 4 goals to 2, $50,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Oh, I have a very strange feeling about this one. Nottingham Forest, 3 goals to 1, $25,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. And taking the underdog, Nottingham Forest, $3.40 straight up.
Well, this is one day when we are going completely in opposite directions. I am carrying Aston Villa to beat Nottingham Forest by the same scoreline they have Forest to beat them. So for me, Aston Villa 3, the other side 1.
All right, no problem. Aston Villa by 3 goals to 1 pays $7,500 in winnings with a $500 bet.
All right, what's the other one?
Well, come Sunday at 10:30 Jamaica time, it will be time for another Manchester derby. This time it will be Manchester United versus Manchester City. The game to be played at Old Trafford this Sunday, 10:30 in the morning Jamaica time, and it will be quite a cracker of football. Of course, Manchester City not having the best of seasons thus far. It is, of course, as you know, only one chance to win some silverware for Manchester City. United trying to get out of the doldrums as well, having one of their possibly worst seasons in recent memory. Well, this one may be a bit more clear-cut than the game we looked on first, Orville. You may think that initially, but Manchester City, according to the Just Bet final result bet option, yes, is scheduled to win, but not all that handily. Manchester City at $2.08 straight up. Manchester United to win, $3.20, and the draw attracts odds of $3.50. Take advantage of the many bets available with the correct score betting option for the latest edition of the Manchester Derby this Sunday morning, 10:30 Jamaica time. Take advantage of the bets available, and those include, if it is that it's United, one or make that 2 goals to 1 for United, $5,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. United 1-0, $7,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. United 2-0, $10,000 in winnings with a $500 wager. City 2 goals to 0, $6,000 on offer with a $500 bet. City 3-1, $7,500 in winnings with a $500 wager. City 3 goals to 2, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Manchester United at Old Trafford are gonna lose. Manchester City 3-2, $10,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Taking City $2.08 straight up.
City to win by a very handsome scoreline. I'm going 3 goals to 0.
Wow, that's way out there. That is way out there. All right. Manchester City by 3 goals to 0. Wow, a shutout. That would make it $10,000 in winnings with a $500 bet.
Proper piece of food. That. And the last one?
All right, let's go with Serie A action. It will be Atalanta versus Lazio. This game is scheduled to kick off at 11 a.m. Jamaica time. Well, this one should be quite interesting as well. Atalanta have come down to earth after having that wonderful campaign through Christmas and the New Year. They've been knocked out of the Champions League. They've been knocked out of the Coppa Italia. And here it is that they were beaten by Fiorentina 1-0 last weekend. Lazio having some poor form as well, although they do still remain in contention for the top 4 finish and potential UEFA Champions League qualification. They come into this one on the back of a 1-1 draw with Minos Torino last weekend to continue their average form in Serie A. Two teams going in the wrong direction at this time. And according to the JustBet final result bet option, Atalanta is at home and are favored to win at $1.64. Lazio come in $4.50. The draw at $4 even. Correct score bets you can place on this game include, if it is Atalanta, 2 goals to 1, $4,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Lazio, 1-0, $7,000 on offer with a $500 wager. Lazio, 2 goals to 1, $7,500 in winnings with a $500 bet. Atalanta, 3 goals to 2, $13,000 on offer there with a $500 wager. Lazio, 2-0, $13,000 on offer with a $500 bet. Folks, do remember, you can bet on a draw as a correct score bet as well. A 2-all draw in this game nets you $8,000 in winnings with a $500 bet. A 1-all draw for me, $3,250 in winnings with a $500 bet, and taking the draw, $4 even, straight up.
The draw sounds good. 1-all is, I can't go around that. So we share that one, Sir Jesse. So 1-1 for me as well.
All right, all's well that ends well.
Yes, indeed. Take us to the break.
Thank you so much, man. Always a pleasure here, being here for yet another week inside of the Winner's Edge on the Sports Desk on Omega Radio. Folks, do remember the Masters Golf Tournament starts next week in Augusta, at Augusta in Georgia. Yeah, and of course later on, come next week, the play-in tournament, or maybe the week after, the play-in tournament in the NBA is scheduled to take center stage. And of course, do remember the hot NBA playoffs later on this month. Make it justbetja.com for the NBA, for golf, for all of your favorite sports. Make it justbetja.com. Make it supremegames.com. Make it the Supreme Ventures gaming app. Or we'd love to see you at one of our over 100 JustBet locations island-wide, especially in our retail centers, where you get the entire Supreme Ventures gaming experience in lovely, lovely environments. Of course, all the to you, your team and editors, from all of us at JustBet. Stay safe, enjoy the games, have a great weekend, and catch you guys next week. Take care.
Big up, Sir Jesse Blake. Same to you. And with that, we take a break. That was the JustBet Winner's Edge, sponsored by JustBet, Jamaica's #1 sports betting game from Supreme Ventures, offering the best betting odds and the fastest payouts on the market. JustBet, your game, your passion. For more information, visit justbetja.com.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
If you need a prescription filled, Gold Line Pharmacy at Main Street, Chapelton, Clarendon guarantees fast service at a great price. You will find gifts, household items, cosmetics, and stationery too. When you are looking for fast, friendly service, visit Gold Line Pharmacy, Main Street, Chapelton, 876-785-0128. We are caring beyond prescriptions. Gold Line Pharmacy, the name you can trust. Serving our clients is our first responsibility.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission, JADCO, needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
Greetings to you listeners. This is Reverend Ryan A. Gordon, Senior Pastor of the Broken Vessels Healing and Deliverance Ministries, located at 120 Main Street, Pineapple, Ocheria, St. Anne, Jamaica, West Indies. Join me every Sunday morning at 8:30 a.m. inside the Kingdom Lifestyle Radio Show with Brother Frisco. Join me for a word in time. You cannot afford to miss this powerful word every Sunday morning on this station.
It's all right.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stand.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, we're back here online now.
Yeah, 615-284-1, 615-284-1, or 676-690. People, let me show you once again how inconsistent Garvey is. Whenever there's a discussion about basketball player being better than another basketball player, Garvey is one of those who quickly run to championships. How can you compare this man with that man and saying he's better when he has not won any championships? Nikola Jokic, as far as I can remember, has won a championship. The guy that Garvey is saying is a better basketball player now, he has not even been to a conference finals, because I'm sure he got knocked out in the conference semifinals last year. So not even a conference finals, let alone a finals. Shea Gilgeous-Alexander has been to. No, that's not the way I reason people. But I'm saying Garvey is known to argue like that. That listen, don't compare these people when one man has led a team to a championship and the other has not. What has changed, Garvey? Garvey, why you're so inconsistent when you argue, when you talk about people you don't like? Because him always bash Nikola Jokic in my phone to people, so he's not a fan of him, you know. Garvey, all I want from you, Garvey, you will never reason that I had of Garvey, but all I want from you is some consistency, Garvey. Please, some consistency.
All right, so we go back online. Hello?
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon, Mr. Correction.
How are you doing, boss?
There, man. There.
Mm.
Zidane.
Oh, yes, correction. The man, I thought Messi, I thought they wanted Messi to go far, my boss, in this thing. They robbed the man blind last night. You're it, me down. You're it, me down, correction.
All right, begin on.
Yeah, man. I saw it go, man. The referees then just make bad calls, my boss, against every team. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
It was an atrocious call. The man boxed the man 9 piece and elbow him 9 piece, my boss. And the man look on the thing and say yellow card. And the man come score the goal for beat the man.
All right. I'll give it that one.
All right. Thank you, sir.
All right. No, wait a sec. Darby really serious. I try to make a case with Higgins. Nicola.
I can't understand him. I don't know what he's watching. Correction. I'm taken aback by his stance.
Tell Gab to go and watch some NFL and come back tomorrow and give some NFL preview and what the season are going to do.
Indeed, man. Indeed.
Trade them and man.
Man. I'll leave the basketball alone. No, sir. That can't compare them two, man.
I want the man say Joker do it and Joker make Denver relevant any at all this season.
Brother, the man is unbelievably unstoppable.
If you take Joker off Denver right now, Denver is in the trash can.
Yeah, man. They will be in the plane, my boss. It's a plane team.
That's exactly what I'm saying, brother. If you move Joker off that team right now, brother, Denver is in the trash can.
Nikola Jokic.
I can't understand what this man, how you can compare Shea. This man,
yes,
in terms of offense, defense, distribution.
Let me tell you how good he is. You're right, my boss. Let me tell you how good he is. And we're talking about elite now because we're not talking about the fancy passer, who's one of the greatest of all time, but we're talking about among elite players. Magic Johnson is the only one that can definitively say he's a better passer for me than Nikola Jokic. He can match Luka, match LeBron in terms. The man is a wizard when he have the ball, my boss, in his hand. So the man can win you a game by playing as a facilitator, my boss. That's how dominant he is with the ball in his hand, trying to facilitate.
What the man is doing at his position, at his height.
Is alien-like. Is alien-like, my boss.
Brother, yeah, there's no comfort. Garvey. Come tomorrow, Garvey. Come tell us some NFL, man. What going for the season? Come give us some insight on what going for the new. What? Not do that something, them. Share against Joker. Not do that, brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, mess up your picture. All right. Orville.
Yeah, man.
I want to talk some cricket. Today. Mr. O. We couldn't get on for the test side.
Yes.
He's now what? Test captain?
Oh yeah.
No.
Make it make sense.
Them name him test captain?
No, but I hear that he will be taking over the
one day
T20, right?
The T20.
Yeah, man. In my one day and him I go take over the T20, you know so.
Right.
But me start hearing him now I call up like them really seriously.
No, he's one of the candidates that them looking at, but no decision has yet been made. Them not
understand that, but so may I say now, the fact that his name is being called make sense as the cricket bowler. That make that make sense. A man who couldn't get on the team.
Yeah.
Now his name is now in the conversation but being the captain. Make that make sense to me, boss.
Boy, because at the time when him couldn't get on the team, there were people like Blackwood, there were people like Banner. So there were some senior batsmen we are getting out. None of them man another day again. There were people like Kyle Myers who did start well. So the batsmen who used to keep sheer hope out of the team, many of them are no longer around. And what we have is a set of very inexperienced 20 at average like himself. Hadja, Atanez, and Casey Carty and them like commander. So when he couldn't make the team, it's not necessarily the same set of people who he's competing with right now. You get the point?
The thing, all right, make the one that makes sense.
Yeah,
and Jason Holder as well.
Correction. I think the point you really want to make is that what has he done to earn a must-pick potential situation? Because being the captain means you're going to be the first man named pretty much for a test match.
Exactly.
So what's he moved from not good enough to make the team at all to know potentially being a must-pick on the team without making any 4-day red ball run? Yeah, kind of strange to me as well.
Jason Holder would be my pick for captain, but I know that they are considering Shehu. He wouldn't be my pick if I had a choice. But the truth is, we really have nobody else. If you think about it, Shea Hope is at least your one-day captain, and him now going to be a T20 captain. There's nobody else really, you know. Think of another name.
You're just picking him because of continuity.
You just. Tell me another. Any who you pick right, you know, somebody could find good arguments against it. Who would you go with?
No, better you go back to Walder, man.
Well, that's my choice. But let's say Walder decides him now. Fine, but I'm saying for the last year or two, Walder has not been too keen on Test cricket. So may I say, if Walder say him no want it, who do you give?
Thing look. So, you hear any inside information on why Rahman Powell has been placed as this? Has been removed as
no, based on what me read Sam is saying, it is clear that he and Rahman are having differences on how to take the team forward.
Oh,
he says that they have been having conversations for a while, and it seems to me that they can't say eye to eye.
Rahman gets the team at 9th, and the team is what now? What? 4th or 5th?
I think they are at 4th, but they were at 3rd at one point.
Yeah. And you move that man as the captain.
Yeah. As me say, look like them can't see fundamentally how them figure forward. You know, I don't understand it either, because for me, Rahman was doing a decent job. So it's not like something we understand.
So if they move Rahman now and we start to go backward, start to regress in the team. What if make a direct of him? This party slam.
Boy, I don't know. We would have.
He must go take some stick in a brother.
I agree.
If he must go take some stick. Make sure that anybody input that the team is on the same trajectory.
Yeah, man, fair enough. Because Rahman.
Some stick.
Yeah, fair enough. All the line we give a minute or two.
Yeah, man. Cool.
Apply for your NHD refunds at nhd.gov.jm or via the NHD app. Do not click on any links offering to help you. The time by the NHD is
2 o'clock.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, for those in business. Information for everybody. No one has it, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
Spectrum Insurance Brokers pride themselves in being professionals in the field of insurance broking, claim settlement, and risk management services for over 35 years. We offer a wide range of insurance services, including motor, property, liability, accident, life, and international health for individuals and companies at competitive rates. Call 926-3572 or visit 7.5 Haining Road, Kingston 5, or shop number 3, James Plaza, Mandeville. Call 625-6804 or visit online spectrumjamaica.com. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standards.
The fastest races in the world are coming to Kingston. April 4 through 6. Witness history at Grand Slam Tracks. First ever slam. Akira Nugent, Oblique Seville, Rochelle Clayton, Nikisha Price, Roshan Clark, Gabby Thomas, Sidney McLaughlin, Leveroni.
I want to be remembered as the youngest to ever make history.
It's all about the competition and earning fast.
Don't miss the debut of Grand Slam Track at the National Stadium, April 4 through 6. Get your tickets now at grandslamtrack.com.
Can't even no, without you holding my hand.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica. Television, church, humanitarian work here in Jamaica. And as you know, we have been doing the radio since 2022. The time has come that we're calling all helper, kingdom-minded citizens, putting together this team in Jamaica. We're looking for helpers, kingdom-minded helpers, from hospitality, humanitarian, administration, coordination, media for television and radio production. If you're looking for more and you'd like to be a part of this team from Omega Center, Jamaica, I'd like you to give me a call. 876-204-9356. If you'd like to do more, serve more. This is for serious leaders that really, really want to make an impact in the life of our fellow Jamaicans for the Lord Jesus Christ. Text me at that line, and a member of my US team or European team will reach out back to you. Thank you, and God bless you. I hope you're ready to serve. Text me at 876-204-9356. A member of my team will reach out to you expeditiously to expedite this help. Omega Center Jamaica, local team invitation. Be a part of it. Let's change Jamaica and make Jamaica great again.
Down on my knees, I've learned to stay.
You're listening to The Scoreboard on Jamaica's #1 sports station.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, correction. We're back with your final minute.
Yeah, man. Last thing before I leave. Zidane, Orville.
Yeah, man.
I think the Grand Slam, I think it is short and some stars.
Somewhat?
The pulling power, star.
Oh.
Yeah, man. I think the timing in which it is being launched, line up, when I look at some of the bigger names that are injured and are not a part of it, I think that might hurt the Jamaican league.
Like,
I mean, if you look on the 100, Noah is not there. Thompson is not there. Kishier is not there.
yeah.
On the female side, Sharika is not here. Shelly is not here.
Shakira.
What the icon from America? Shakira is not here.
Yeah.
You get on these names that would bring some real pulling power, would really pull people out of them out. You get what I'm saying?
Yep.
I think it's lacking that star power.
And there's a whole lot of medalists there, and there's a whole lot of people who are among the best in their own right. But the Jamaican public, I think, would be a little bit more excited if people like Shakari and Noah Lyons and
Right.
But it's still a fantastic lineup.
But still a fairly good field. But I'm talking about
Sidney McClocking must be one of the greatest ever person to do track and field in history.
Yes, man. But all right, just compare it to what happened the other day with Messi.
Yeah.
A whole lot of people in that stadium, Zidane don't follow football, brother.
I know. They just wanted to be a part of the hype of Messi coming here.
Yeah.
No, man, say you're right, man. If they especially Noah Lyles, who's him like to talk and brag and he's an attraction, Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
It would have bring out a couple more hundred people.
That will
man. It's true. I could dub it the rematch. Kishian versus Noah. Yeah, man.
Oh Lord, man. The thing that sell off, man.
Yes, indeed.
Right, that's the thing sell off, right?
Yeah, man.
If I could have helped with the promotion of this thing, I would certainly for the Jamaican leg, I would dub it Jamaica versus America.
Yeah, man.
I mean, but the Jamaicans are only like 20% of the field, so there's a whole lot of other high quality athletes. But certainly for this leg, I would try to find a way to sell it as Jamaica versus the rest of the world. Or,
Yeah, man.
you know what? That kind of thing.
Yeah, man.
But-
Those names that are missing right now for one reason or the other. You know,
Yeah.
I think
It doesn't help. But I think that they'll still get a decent turnout.
Yeah.
I plan to be there.
All right, gentlemen, I'm
Yeah,
going to
man.
leave it right. I'll be there too, but,
You'll be
you know,
there.
I'll
All
just say.
All right, so just to before we go to the music, Jamaica all out for 372 in their first innings against Trinidad day night game down at the Brian Lara Stadium. Javel Glenn unbeaten on 140. Very special innings. I'm watching it while we speak. Proper 100. And had he not run out of partners, it looked like he couldn't out none at all. So big up Javel. He's from Melbourne. Left-handed. Good you. All right. Selection number 1 brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Dream in Color. This one is from Ryan Mark featuring John Mark Wigan. And it's called Jesus is the Rock.
Boy, my brother, things tough out the street, you know. Oh, yeah, so man. It's like sometimes I say, God, you're dead there, you know, dead there. Really and truly, I want to open up. I one thing I keep praying. But if you tell the truth, me never think of me, I will have on God no more. I am a will have on me. Mighty God.
Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Jesus is the rock, yeah, that keeps me steady. Yeah. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Me can't wait to see the light. Me need to go to church because me have to get my head right. Last week I just beer fight. 6 years of sunlight and it coming like a beer night. How where you think me go in at times like this? So you think me go to where no one find peace? Got to go down on my knees. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because we're ready. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because we're ready. Whoa, yeah. Church for me, I know it's not an option. The worship atmosphere, me get the answers. Build up my faith and put it in action. I want a joy for no say enemy one. Wait 2 or 3 are gather stronger than the one. No compromising, cause together we are strong. One can chase a mob, but 2 can chase 10,000. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we got down at the house of the Lord and me ready. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Mama rock, yes, mama rock. Stronger than a column, woman, know we never drop. Sheriff in a town, yes, him got the city lock. I am alone, me call on him, we did the band and that to mommy. Mama rock, yes, mama rock. Captain on my ship, I must stabilize me dock. I am a guide the path and I protect me round the clock. Jesus Christ, him a the solid rock. Son. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Yeah. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Jesus is the rock that keeps me steady. Come we go down at the house of the Lord because me ready. Jesus is the rock.
Alrighty then, Jesus is the Rock. Rand Mark featuring John Mark Wigan, and that's our first selection. Of course, the next one comes up at 3. All right, so you know the number 615-2841 or 676-6968. We go back online. Hello.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man.
Driver there, man. Mr. Orville again.
Driver don't stop at all, sir.
Mr. Zidane Matthews.
Good afternoon, driver.
You behave yourself, sir. I hope so.
Yes, indeed, sir.
Yeah, leave it right there, sir.
Yeah.
Leave it right there, sir. Mr. Higgins.
Yes, sir.
So you didn't hear that? What's his name? Jason Holder. Say he wants to come back for the Australia tour.
Yeah, man, I know that.
All right. So it could be quite in order that he's coming back as a captain too.
No, but he said he wants to come back for the Australian tour. If I'm going to make him captain, it can't be just him committing to the Australian tour. He might have to commit to at least another year and a half.
But he didn't retire. He just said he wasn't available for the Pakistan tour, wasn't it?
He never went to Australia neither.
Or those two matches.
So when that series when we go down to Australia where Shamar take the bag away.
Right.
Jason wasn't there. We came home and who we play? Bangladesh. Jason wasn't there. We went to Pakistan. Jason wasn't there. Jason now decides he want to come back against Australia. Fine, but would you want to make a man captain who you're not sure when he might go available and when he not go?
I don't know, but this is my I don't know why I'm feeling that he didn't want to play under Craig. I just get that feeling.
But why though?
I don't know. And everybody will come from the same country agree. I don't know. But just get that feeling still. I don't know why I feel so.
Nothing. So Craig never have nothing. When they dumped Jason Wood as captain, it had nothing to do with Craig.
I mean, we know that.
Right. He had refused to go to Bangladesh. Craig did take the team down there, won the series, and then said go and keep it.
Right. Well, the other thing is, make sense of this. And Zidane, help me make sense of this. Help me make sense of this. Zidane. Now, and you to Orville. What the West Indies Cricket Board said was that they are giving Sammy the red ball team to coach because of his success with the white ball team. Remember them saying that?
Right.
Or the recent release. That's all?
Yes.
Now make sense of the piece of me now. Now, if my memory is serving me right, it was in and around the same time when Ravman took over the team, Sammy took over the team too. Maybe a month apart or two. If my memory serves me right, one took over February of 2023 and the other was May. I'm almost sure I stand corrected. Now, if it is, make sense of this. If it is, because I don't think they give any good reason. They gave a reason, but I don't think it's a good reason. If it is that Sammy had so much success with the team, and it was, if you ask me, with Ravman Powell as a captain, why would you say, all right, change the coach, give him the white ball team, but you dash for the captain? When it was two of them in tandem, reap that success from number 9 to number 3. Explain that. That sounds fishy. I smell fishy.
It's a fair point. If Darren Sammy should be given credit for moving the T20 team from 9th to 3rd, as they keep suggesting,
right?
Then the man who was the captain during that same time must be getting the credit as well.
As well. A matter of fact, I'm almost sure it was in February. A matter of fact, I'm almost sure it was Ravman took over, and then Sammy came in a couple of months after. I'm going to double check it,
Yeah, I remember the timeline.
Somebody can call and correct it, but I'm almost sure. No, my concern is why so. That is why, while the call yesterday was kind of bad with two analysts, it was onto something where, I mean, maybe he used the wrong term or come across the wrong way, but maybe he wanted to use the word insularity. And I want to inject that into the conversation. I'm being honest with you.
You think it's because he's Jamaican?
No, I'm not using Jamaica alone. I mean, if we're going to be very frank.
But driver, which country is Sammy from?
St. Lucia.
And where is Shea Hope from?
Barbados.
Because he got the job, so.
Hold on. I'll be glad to say it, I will remember. I will remember sometime last year. I was going to bring that up, because I thought of it when I heard two analysts. You remember what happened last year with Conde Riley? I think it was Conde Riley. Something happened. And Orville was on here saying, how would it smell, sir? You remember that conversation, Orville? You never used the word insularity, but you remember the conversation?
What? Yeah, I remember there's something with Conde, but what was it again?
I don't remember, and I'm saying, here is Orville is saying to himself, you know, say it not loud enough, but you almost want to say, it looked like some little collusion are going because...
No, man, that had to do with their support for Kishore Shalom. It's kind of well known in local circles that Barbados doesn't support
Barbados,
Shalom.
good.
So maybe it was something along those lines.
And that is why I'm bringing up the Sheho point. You know what I mean? In other words, you might not want to use insularity, you might want to use collusion, for want of a better word. Right. Because here it is, Conde Riley is from Barbados, correct?
Yes.
Sheho is from Barbados, correct?
Yes. But Sheho has gotten the T20 team to captain. Remember, so it's the very opposite of what I was saying, Barbados don't see eye to eye with Shallow. But on the Shallow now, Sheho has gotten the T20 captain.
No, make up, man. I think, honestly,
so they're making up. They might try to appease Barbados.
Trust me. Look here. I'm not saying it is so, you know. But I'm doing what you did the last time. How this looks so.
No, man. Yeah, reach, man. Oh, God.
I don't reach. But the point is, you know, these things, when I said happen now,
let me tell you, what I heard Chateau making the statement that Craig had wanted to retire or resign or retire. Retire is the word. Or resign, whichever. From the first test in Pakistan.
Right. So he had called the president for real.
Yes.
He said,
really
I heard Craig said he called he made a call.
Well, the president said he convinced him to
stay.
Yeah.
So I'm not quite sure about the collusion theory.
Well, I mean,
because Craig is Barbadian as well. So I don't know.
It's not all right. No, normally Orville, let me not say normally. Most times we didn't do it with the captain without them explaining why we could at least on the outside say maybe is this, maybe is that. But we can't see why they do away with Rodman. We can't see it. And the reason why they give it's not add up. It's not adding up. But this one not going away for now. This one not going away for now. Not going away for now. Anyway, the other thing is Orville, quickly.
Mm-hmm.
The interview. There was an interview, two interviews. I think one was with you first.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know if anybody picked it up. You know, Michael Johnson is worried, though, about the turnout at the stadium. Man. You asked him a question, and he answered you a particular way. I don't even know if you picked it up. I think you responded. Yeah. But you might not remember.
What did he say?
When you asked him about the crowd, he said he's hoping because he knows we are last minute people. Remember that response?
Oh, yeah. No, ask him about the sales of tickets.
Right.
Yeah.
And he said, right. And he said the tickets not coming in as fast as, my words.
Yeah.
But basically he's saying the tickets not coming in as fast as they thought it would be.
Yeah.
But he knows that we are last minute people. And he said the same thing on another platform, on two other platforms. I think they're concerned about it. Except that the other gentleman who, I don't remember his name, I won't funny name, I saw him on television this morning, saying that when persons saw the runners coming in, the ticket sales start to move. So, but they are concerned about it. Trust me. Based on how they are talking.
You know what might work against it, because a lot of track and field fans were at the National Stadium over the weekend last week.
Correct. Right.
So maybe they just can't afford now to be here the following weekend at another major event again, because it will be similar if Messi was here like the Thursday of the week. You can envision something that is not as significant to the Jamaica people to be there in their numbers once again the following week. So maybe it has come too close to champs. You don't think so?
Yeah, a good point.
Yeah.
But you still have to take into consideration that we're last minute people. We just turn up, we just hear the traction, we just gain some traction and people turn up. It happened before still. But maybe see how it works.
Make us see it.
Yeah. All right.
See you up the weekend.
You're going to be there.
Oh, yes, man.
You're coming with the igloo?
Hey, listen, we don't let talk.
All right, Travel.
We don't do no video, no more video. Whoever did that video don't do anymore.
All right.
Leave it right there, sir.
Yeah, man, big up.
Yeah, cool.
All right, we go back online. Hello. Yeah, man.
This sounds like Pioneer.
Yeah, man. I mean, man.
Yeah, man. Good afternoon.
What's up, big man?
Yeah, man. We are coming at the stadium, man. We are at the globe, you mean?
All right, so
it's 3 nights, you know. Which night are you going to be there all 3 nights?
More than likely that's Saturday or Sunday.
Okay.
No, you don't have to tell me which night, you know, because that when sway me. You know.
It's something we encourage Jamaicans to come out. We are trying to step up. Let's try to step up with name in hosting major track and field.
Yeah, yes.
We are being advocating for get a Diamond League on the island sometime. I think something like this. And this being a new venture.
Yes.
And people at their side fit to start it here in Jamaica. I think that you don't want to do this fitting and right. So you know what I say?
Yeah.
We give them and the prices are reasonably cheap.
Yeah, man.
US dollars for a meet, international meet of this caliber. Come on, Jamaica.
Yeah, man, it's true, man. As I said, there's still a lot of high quality athletes that will be here, man.
Yeah, and hear people talking about who's missing. But when you promote something to that, you don't think about who is not on the show. You look on who is on the show. We have a person like a Sydney McLaughlin, so that is somebody who that takes pleasure in coming out to see. He's one of the best to ever do it. So Jamaica, we could turn out and support the team. I think it's only fitting and it's only right for us to come out and support this team. So I will be in the stadium on the weekend, you know.
Yeah, man.
I will walk with the English, you know.
All right.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, I catch a little piece of the conversation between you and Garvey. I'm listening on my phone and my car is keeping at the same time. And then by the time I go back to the field, it starts cut off. I heard comparisons being drawn between Joker and
Shea Gilgeous Alexander. Yes.
All right. What you say? All right. And I heard a comment that you made after the break where you said that you had a reference to Tiger.
No, man, Garvey is a guy that yes.
But that's what this year did, man. That's been a greatness conversation.
No, man.
Not in a. No, man. When you draw a reference to when you make reference to Tiger, we talk about greatness.
Oh.
And whilst Zidane, when I disagree with it, whilst I might give Joker the nod has been slightly better at this time. To suggest that there's a gulf between.
No, I was talking specifically about their offensive prowess, because the reason why they are close as players is because Shea is brilliant defensively. But if you ask me purely about them as offensive players, and I don't think it's close. Nikola Jokic is an absolute all-time great in terms of an offensive when they combine scoring and dominating, bringing other people involved, getting easy shots for your teammates. He just make everybody look great for them team, boss, when he's unsung. I don't think Shea can compete with him in that regard.
It's not so all right. So I still give Joker the edge. I give Joker.
I don't think it's an edge.
Two. Let me use the heart rate in terms. I give him two. I give him a length and a neck in terms of offensive. But she is not that far. Virgin. And the man averaged 32 in a Zidane. The man is averaging 30. And this youth, and I'm on it. Joker have had a longer stretch doing this. But this youth as Zidane is putting together, if I'm coming upon this trajectory, this youth are put together one of the all-time careers in the NBA.
Yeah, man.
So in mind, I forgot punctuate it and pretty it up with some chat.
What about that argument? Even if you said the Tigers' argument is about greatness, but when they're talking about who is the best in the league currently, don't playoff performances matter in that regard then?
Yeah.
But he hasn't had that run yet.
So we have to make a distinction then. If we talk about right now at this moment in the NBA, with this season. We can make a distinction.
No, I still have Nikola.
I
still have Nikola Jokic.
All right, I'm going to ask you that question. We are take both offense and defense into consideration.
Yeah. We still have Nicola.
Who's the best put the team record out of the way because she's gonna win the MVP. On the back of me, part of the reason is because of the team record.
Let me ask you a question. I'm gonna ask you a question.
No, hold on.
Yes.
Answer my question before. Answer my question then with the reason as I extend.
Yeah, man. I have Nicola Jokic.
Considering both, taking into consideration both offense and defense. This season,
Nicola.
Put out team record. We talk about how both individuals are playing.
Nicola Jokic has been more dominant this season than.
We disagree.
When you look at.
Zidane, you realize that Shea could easily be in the conversation for defensive player of the year. As a matter of fact, one of your favorite stats, I start to hear you. You know that he tied right now number one in defensive efficiency rating with his teammate Jalen Williams.
No man, but often
yes. You know that the man is averaging 1 block, which is better than Joker. Joker is having 0.7 and 1.7 steals. Joker is at 1.8.
No, Joker's come down because in his previous MVP years, he was very good defensive Joker. He has come down this year.
That's what I'm talking about justice. The only reason why Shea now gets mentioned in a defensive player of the year this year is because he plays on a team that had an excellent defender, like Colburn and Loda.
Yes.
Them two men. But by himself, he could be in the consideration for defense.
Yeah, man, I hear it.
But look at this.
Yes.
I mean, I answer your question. Think about this.
Which question am I going to ask you?
No, you say that. Remember.
Hold the line. Don't move. We're coming. Yeah, man, we're coming.
When I got about this now?
What happened to you, missus?
My car broke down and I can't get the parts.
Parts? So you never hear about Dangels? And them are the done in the parts world, you know? Them have parts for Hyundai, Toyota, Nissan, Mitsubishi, Isuzu, Mazda, Subaru, you name it. Them have it.
Visit Danjan Auto Spares and Accessories in Kingston at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10. Telephone 929-9146 or in Maypen at shop number 10, 1A Chapperton Road. Telephone 986-7142.
Yabba's Jack Children album, written and produced by Tony Steins, CEO. Yabba music is available on all platforms: YouTube, Spotify, Amazon, iTunes, Apple, TikTok, Snapchat. Listen in on KLAS every Wednesday and Friday during the Sports Desk at 3 p.m. for the featured song from the Jack Children album. A must for your playlist.
Paul, I need help with my vehicle cost this year. It's going through the roof. You think I should call Keith?
You're mad. Don't you want a system that easy for you?
Yeah, man.
You want the best price boat here too?
Yeah, man. I bet you want real-time alert and island-wide coverage.
Yeah, man.
So the smart choice is Hawkeye.
They will give you a free 30-day trial.
Yeah, man.
Hey, tell me something. You ever say anything but yeah, man?
Yeah, man.
Just say yeah, man to Hawk Tracker from Hawkeye. Call us at 926-HAWK. Conditions apply.
What if you could protect your child from cancer? The human papillomavirus, or HPV, causes cervical and other cancers. But one simple vaccine today can help prevent cancer later. The HPV vaccine is safe and effective and offers protection against cancers caused by HPV infection. The vaccine is now available for boys and girls 9 to 14 years old, and adults and girls 15 to 17, and women up to 26. HPV vaccination is cancer prevention. Immunize to maximize your child's health. A message from the Ministry of Health and Wellness.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Pioneer.
Yeah, man.
I'm looking at the NBA player efficiency rating rankings for this season, and I'm surprised that Nikola Jokic Jackson, the leading Shea Gilgeous-Alexander. No, not that this is the end all and be all of anything in it, but I'm saying this is how good Nikola has been. And I'm going to ask you the question now. If their team record was identical, who do you think would win MVP if the team record was identical? Because
I'm glad I got it. All right. You realize that Shea is going to win. All right. So let me take one. She go win the scoring title. You realize that?
Yes.
Good. And as I said, he could very well, for me, be in the conversation for defensive player of the year. Then, all right, so you just take out the team record. You just take out the team record of that. But I think that he's going to also win the MVP.
Yeah, man.
So imagine I'm going to win the score. No, I know. Because we only have 6 games. I'm going to give the overall. And I heard your question. But I said this before me get to the root of your question. Imagine I'm going to go win MVP, scoring title, could possibly be in the defensive player of the year conversation. In the same season, mind you know, if he go on to win the chip is out next cherry on the top, that this team with the chip, there's a 90% chance of greater. He's gonna be finals MVP. This is what the future is
no, but that's our progression though. And for me, you have to have that run in the playoff. Even if you don't win, but have that dominant run before me I'm gonna make you surpass somebody who is playing at a very, very high level and would have done it before. Because right. Nicola is averaging a triple. This is the first player playing his position that is dominating the way he's dominating. 29.7 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, and 10 assists per game, boss. For him to be averaging 29 per game, yet and still having 10 assists per game, this is alien-like. We have never seen anything like this before.
I'm taking nothing from your picture, though. And as I said to you, if for me it's close, and Joker is having one of those historic seasons, but so is she, my brother.
True.
So is she. I'm going to think that, all right, if you say you give Joker slightly, I can't disagree, but I think she, all things considered, I think I give she a slight nod over him. So two great players having 2 historic seasons. Saying, but me don't poor share.
No man, I have second there, Nicola, in terms of
and when you check what he has been doing in the last 2 years, and put here with it, the future has been up one of those runs in the NBA where we're gonna look back on, if him stay healthy, we're gonna look back on it and say, boy, January, that was up.
All right, like how he will be the target in the playoffs. It's gonna be interesting to see how he reacts to being guarded in certain way.
His team, and this is the point I'm trying to tell people. I think their team is so versatile and so dynamic with that. You have a 7-footer in chessball game who can score, who can stretch the floor, who can play another dunker spot, who can post up if you want to post up, and defensively is next level. This is probably the most disruptive defensive team we have seen in the league for a while. Well, so even if they target him, I think they have scoring, sufficient scoring. Jalen Williams has taken a step. If he was at 5 last year, I think this year they're about 8 or 9. So he has taken such a big step that even if you think of them target share, they have enough other players and other good players and good scorers on the floor.
Yeah.
For see them through.
Yeah, man. That's why they're on course to win 7. They can still win 70 games, and that would be only the 3rd team in NBA history to do so.
They have 6 games. If they win the next 6 games, them is a 70 games.
Yeah, man.
And you get the feeling that the coach is going for that.
It appears so.
But for me, Virgin, it's gonna be. I can't see a team I beat them. Right now, I bring the Cavs, and Warriors are my team. But it's hard to see a team beating this team 4 times in a 7-game series.
All right, make us see.
Your Lakers team is looking good to my brother. But that Thunder's team, with everything that I've seen from them this year, unless them have a colossal meltdown at the playoffs, they're going to go there. They're going to go there somewhere near to the end.
OKC, KFC, UFC, Lakers in 5. Big up yourself, Pine.
All right, Pine, big up. All right, so what I mean, Trinidad in reply to Jamaica's 372 or 13 for 2. They were 2 for 2 at one stage with Minley getting 2 wickets in his first over. All right, so that's the position now, 13 for 2. Back on line, Miss B. All right, Miss B, so we're back on line. Hello. Hello?
61. Oh, we maybe lost that person. All right, 615-2841, 615-2841, or 676-6968. Hello?
We hear somebody, but you don't know why they're not talking. All right, see if you could find out, because we're hearing ourselves, so clearly there's an open line somewhere.
Hello.
All right, hello.
Hello?
Hello? Yes.
Yes, hello.
Yeah, man, you're live.
Yeah, but I don't understand what you say when you hear me.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, notice such man, call like I know the lyrics name of wait for me to talk, you know. Yeah, man, you know, no lyrics. As I tell you, say, you remember that song that I can't tell you sing, Zidane?
Yeah.
Yeah, man, that song that me fi play for him, but actually can't play for Airwaves. I man have no lyrics. But anyway, moving on. I'm not calling you no more, because I'm not giving no more stripe. Something there. Coming on to the Grand Slam, Zidane and Orville. When I think, I remember one time I was suggesting a concept, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because track and field is an individual sport. I was suggesting a concept of, so like we have boys and girls champs where people identify with the KC, the JC, the different schools. I think that is why they have that kind of support. And the stadium will have that the fans coming out in those numbers, in droves. Because one of the reasons why they gave as to the why they brought this Grand Slam track event to Jamaica as well was the support behind behind champs. But I think the difference is that people readily identify with a high school more so than I think more so than in Jamaica at large. So you will see track events that are being held in Jamaica that has athletes representing Jamaica, and it is not as filled as when athletes are representing their school. So my thing was
no, we don't expect it to have the champs crowd, you know. We don't expect that, you know, because you're right. People are follow them school and they know the rivalry between KC, Calabar, JC. People want to see that as well. So, but we're not saying so. We're not expecting that sort of crowd.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is to develop like a rivalry. I was suggesting that they should have had like a club thing. For example, you have like racers, MVP, you have a club from US, you have a club from probably somewhere in Europe, and they have athletes in their camp where them come with 4 or 5 athletes. And say for example, racers tally 50 points. They win the overall Grand Slam track for the 3 days, they would have been the winner of it. If you get the message.
I mean, I don't know if
Like,
it's that make a big difference.
I don't think so.
no, all right. So the thing about it, Orville, in the infancy stage, a lot of times things don't trend how you would want it to trend.
No.
But then you will bring a following.
No,
People will be,
I don't agree with your suggestion because we know track and field is an individual sport. So I don't think that club versus club thing would create
no, but all right. So
any real interest.
No, but that is the thing. People don't naturally
Because
agree with.
I think Mr. Johnson wants to mirror the Grand Slam in tennis, you know, where you have the Australian Open, the French Open, Wimbledon, and the US Open. So you want where the individual athletes come up against each other. So he wants it. I think it's something similar, and I understand.
But,
I don't think club versus club would
work. What I say is that when it comes down to visionary moments, a lot of people.
Yeah, but I'm saying most track and field fans are not really interested in the club that Usain Bolt ran for, or they're interested in how good Usain Bolt is.
Because they did not market it. If you know, for example,
boss, remember even when Usain Bolt was running against his counterpart from the same club, they wanted to see if this man is going to beat Usain Bolt at a major championship. So again, it came down to 2 individuals facing off against each other.
And I'm saying to you, Zidane, when something is being tried for the first time, people don't necessarily gravitate towards it. When time you build up, it's when you build up a fan base and a following before people can technically gravitate towards it. So what I'm suggesting is something that a person might not see, because they are real Charles. But then when they become much more aware of it, then they realize the following that it will gather. But anyway, moving on from
what you think about doubles event in tennis?
The doubles event.
So people coming together and feel, you realize that it doesn't gain a lot of attraction worldwide.
No, because all right. So put it like this.
So I'm saying to match up MVP versus another club in America. I mean, I think that was special.
Yeah, one of the things that has affected even track and field, and they must admit it, is that they had track and field for decades as an amateur sport. They never really professionalized the sport until late in the probably about 30 years or so, 40 years or so now. Tennis, football, a lot of these sports have been professional since 80, 90, 100 years. So they have a head start on track and field that track and field never gathered. So in terms of people, in terms of the following and the fan base that a lot of these tennis and a lot of these other sports have, track and field basically came into that later on. So it's a different thing. So when something starts out, probably 40 years from now.
Were you alive when there was this big face-off with Michael Johnson, Donovan Bailey, when Michael Johnson was dominating the 4 and the 2, and he was dominating the 100, and they wanted to determine who was the fastest of the 2?
Well, I was alive, but I wasn't.
You realize the traction that gathered because, two individuals facing off against each other. We're going to determine who's the best of the 2. I'm saying it's an individual sport, and that is what people want to see. Great rivalry, people facing each other in an individual event, my boss. I don't think the club thing will gather any traction, my boss.
But
I don't agree with you. I vehemently disagree. I think it's foolishness, actually.
Yeah,
I think your suggestion foolish, CC.
No, but me understand that.
Yeah.
Remember me I tell you, say you're a real child, and I have a vision. So like you can't explain things to visionless people.
All right.
So you have no vision to can add to say what it could be. So you're just coming and saying, oh, it is foolishness. But anyway,
yes.
Keep me on this point. I mean, it's a progress.
Yes.
So yeah. So coming to the NBA, if you say, I have.
All right. Since you're going to another topic, and we're right on the break, I think we should take the break. So we take the break, and we discuss your NBA topic after the commercial break. We're coming back.
We may be all over the world, but we're still in this together. Feel. Make it easy for you get your money. So if you have to get a thing from your brother or mommy, hey, it's a not instant, it's a MoneyGram. Zoom, check your phone, your money land. PNBS money transfer. Safer, faster, easier. Sign up for PNBS direct to bank account transfer today. No matter step out, behind the line, straight in your account, money reach long time. PNBS money transfer.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolios. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
It's your favorite gospel DJ. My name is Jermaine Morgan, popular known as the Brother Frisco. Joins me weekdays and weekend on your radio. On Mondays, it's 4 p.m. through to 9. Tuesdays and Wednesdays, 4 p.m. through to 7 p.m. Thursdays and Fridays, 4 p.m. through to 9. And on Saturdays and Sundays, it's 6 a.m. through to 10 a.m. on Omega Radio, locally and internationally. Where your afternoon will get better going into the evening, and your weekend will never be the same. Stay locked with Brother Frisco on your radio.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome back. Back with your CC for your NBA point. Yes.
Yeah, man. So with the NBA thing, I remember a couple months ago, I gave a point with the Jokic versus the Shea Gilgeous-Alexander, and I stated that at the time I think Jokic is the MVP. I don't remember Correction was in the program. I think he was hosting the program for some reason. And I remember saying Jokic, based on what he's done, no other center has done this in the 75, 76 year. So sometimes it's unfortunate. They might be having an incredible season, but here comes somebody else who is having probably an historic season.
Yeah.
So Shea is having an incredible season, and it's one of the historic seasons. But when you put it into context, there's probably 5 other players that have had a season like what Shea is having. But there's nobody else that have had the season that Jokic is having.
Excellent point. Yes.
So that is in a sense the actual point. So if you even look at the record, yes, Shea Gilgeous has...
Listen to this, CC. 29 points per game, 12 rebounds per game, 10 assists per game. Field goal, well, he's a center, but 3-point field goal percentage is 41. So he's shooting threes, but it doesn't affect his overall field goal because he's so good at it. This man, my boy, and I listen to the vote. Hold on, CC. I'm listening to the voters, my boss, the Chris Brashards and Stephen A. Smith, the people who can vote who will determine the MVP.
Yeah.
They are saying the reason why Shea will get their vote is not because he's playing better than Nicola, you know. It's because they consider the team record as well, and Shea is going to win 60 at game and maybe 70. So that's why I asked by the question. If they had identical record, I'm telling you, these people would vote for Nikola Jokic, my boss. This is alien what he's doing. As I said, he's the only center in history has ever done this, but others would have done what she is doing in the past.
Yeah, so because even what they were showing a 60, 20 plus points for 60 games or more consecutively. There's four other people who Michael Jordan do it. I think Kobe do it. I think KD do it. Yeah, you get what I'm saying? Like
Yes.
other persons have done the thing that you're doing. I'm not bashing SGA because I think he's second, you know.
Yes.
But I think separate and apart from that, if you're a top 4 seed, and I think the Nuggets is a much weaker team than OKC this season
Yes.
overall. So even you have to take that into concept. The Nikola Jokic is basically single-handedly, if you want to say, dragging the Denver Nuggets to the playoffs.
Yes.
If you want for a better term. But SGA, as great as he is,
They have a 100% losing record when he's absent.
so it's kind of a different dynamic. So I would give it to Nikola Jokic for me.
The man,
And
the man is second in assist in the league. Because I hear Pioneer reading off some of the things that where she is ranked. Nikola, as a center, is second in assist in the NBA this season.
Listen, it's the narratives behind it. Because I remember when he get it, somebody was saying he's the worst MVP ever. I brother named Gilbert Arenas. You know how much sense, you know? He's the worst MVP ever. And I'm like, stop, do the shock value. If you sit down and look at what Nikola Jokic is doing, it is just unbelievable. So yes, SGA, unfortunately, just like Joel Embiid, your seasons came in a time when you just have this guy named Nikola Jokic. And it's just unfortunate. But anyway, my basketball prediction for the final, as I said, I think OKC for me will make it out. I think Golden State and Lakers possibly could match up in the first round. I think we had this discussion already, Zidane. I think they might match up in the first round and Golden State get the better of them. I know Lakers look good enough, but the problem that I've seen rear this ugly head against defensively. So even though offensively, I think they're up there with any of the teams in the West. But defensively, can they put consecutive nights together to win back-to-back series? That is what the problem is, Zidane. To win 4 games back-to-back in the first round, the second round, the conference final. And defensively, I don't know if they can go through to win 12 games throughout to go to the finals. But offensively, you can bet on them with anybody up there.
Who are you
Up
talking?
there with the Lakers. Offensively.
Okay.
They're up there with OKC. They're up there with any other team. I think, as a matter of fact, they might be the second best offensive team in the conference. But I think defensively, that is where, if they can get that together, I think they might stand a chance. But for me, OKC to the final. Cavs have said if they drafted an additional scorer, and I think they will have the defensive player of the year. The guy named Evan Mobley, he's going to win defensive player of the year, Zidane, because he's been tremendous defensively. I think he's one of the reasons why the Cavaliers have had this record, because they know with Donovan Mitchell out of the team, they're 7-0 winners, Zidane.
Yes.
They have not lost with Donovan Mitchell outside the team. And that's a big factor on Evan Mobley. So I feel like with the DeAndre Hunter acquisition, I just think that I don't see Celtics don't look to me like the Golden State that repeated. They don't look like the Cavs team the Miami Heat team that I saw repeat. And they don't look like the Lakers team with Kobe that I saw repeat. I just don't see that LeBron or that Kobe or that KD type of player in that Celtics team.
Well, they're more of a team, you know, than anything else, you know. You realize that the best player did not win Finals MVP for that team.
But I'm gonna give you something. Is that it's more of a team. And but notice the teams that have repeated, Zidane. But San Antonio was more of a team. They never repeated. So if you notice a team that has repeated, the Kobe Bryant led.
Well, Christoph Porzingis was injured a lot in the playoffs last season. If he's healthy, he is motivated to come and do well.
Yeah, I know, man. But the teams that I've seen repeated have always been a team where they possibly have the best.
I don't understand why you're writing. I don't understand why you're writing them off, though.
I'm not writing them off. No, I'm not.
If you think somebody else will win, I don't understand why you're debating.
I'm not writing them off. Conference final, they have them, Zidane. I'm not writing them off.
So why you having a discussion about it? It's not.
What I'm trying. No,
If
what
you
I'm
think,
trying to
if
say
you
to
think,
you that
if you think somebody else will win, then fine. But I'm saying, why you're putting yourself in a position to get licks?
because I think they're like the San Antonio Spurs. They're a very good team with top players, but I just don't see that player who can say, "Here I am, I'm the best player in the world." That is the problem.
Well, you don't need that to win, my boss.
No, you don't need that to win. But for me, in terms of repeating what I've seen over the years, you always have the best player.
I mean, I understand the logic, my boss. If I'm good enough to win last year, and I have a young team, my stars are young. I'm saying, what does that have to do with anything, my boss?
And I'm saying to you that all the teams that we have seen.
Do you believe that who you think will win the NBA championship?
Who do I believe will? Okay, see.
Oh. Okay.
But I'm saying to you that of all the teams that we have seen repeated, Lakers in 09-10, the Miami Heat that we saw 12 and 13, the Golden State Warriors 17 and 18, they have always had the best player in the world.
I can understand you're picking somebody else to win. I can understand you're picking somebody else to win, but I don't understand why you need a debate about it. Like you say, like you're writing off Boston completely. I mean, I get it. Just pick your team who you think for win, man. You might get some licks come June, my boss. Be careful. But you love licks. You love licks.
Listen to me, I say.
Picking the Thunder is one thing, but be rating the Boston Celtics as if they can't repeat the boss.
No, man, I be rate them, man.
Then why are you talking about it? Just pick OKC.
They have an opportunity. But I'm just saying to you that I don't see it.
And that is where you're going to find yourself in problem if they do. Be smart, no man. Me help you, my boss. Just pick OKC. Don't bring up the Boston. Just say, I'm picking OKC this season. Don't say, the Boston can't repeat.
Boston Celtics has 10% chance of winning the NBA title.
All right, my boss.
All right.
Big up yourself.
Big up.
All right, so further update. Trinidad and Tobago gone 20 out for 3. Mainly gone all 3 wickets in the middle of a really fantastic spell. A lick edge and a lick man of them foot and kind of thing. Joshua De Silva and Jason Mohammed. They're two most successful batsmen this year. Are at the crease at the moment. Interesting. We go back online. Yeah. Hello.
The person is listening to the radio.
We can try a different line, if anything.
All right. 615-2841. That's 615-28. I'm trying to pull up their assist leaders. All right. So it's this is no, this is not correct. This is scoring leaders. Because to let Garvey understand the point I'm making, here's the assist. This is the assist. All right. So listen to the assist, people, because scoring, I'm going to help the NBA people now. Let's watch the NBA. You have a scorer who, just go here to put the ball in the hoop. So you call that man a scorer. And he's an offensive, well, it's a part offense, but it's the combination of you scoring, being dominant as a scorer, and also making it easier for your teammate to score, meaning your ability to create easy opportunities for others. So that's what you know what you are as an offensive player. Now, Trae Young leads the assist this season with 11. Nikola Jokic is second with 10. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is way down in 13th position in terms of assist. Now, somebody may argue that Nikola maybe is not taking a lot of shots. No, he does. So despite averaging 29 per game, which puts him top 3 in terms of as a scorer, he still is number 2 in assists. So when you combine his scoring abilities and what he has done this season and his creativity, the numbers are there to prove it. That's why I was telling Pioneer and also Garvey that when you combine scoring and assisting, Nikola Jokic has no equal. It's not close between the two. The reason why she is in the conversation with Nikola overall as a player is because of his defense. Offensively, there's no discussion between the two.
All right. We go. What do we do, Miss B?
She said we will go back online.
We go back.
That's
online.
What I said. G-Star.
Yeah, man.
Yes.
Quickly, I want to talk a little bit of football. Now, Zidane, when we're talking about the reggae boys, right?
Mm-hmm.
I had mentioned they should bring in Cephas, take out the Youth McCullough, which was the obvious change, right? and let Bobby Reed play more of a central. I've been asking for Bobby Reed to play a central road for a long time now, right?
Yes, true.
Because he's the only one I see that is capable of bouncing it. And you know, when the midfielder is going towards let's just say the right back or the left back, he's going towards and then take a one touch and then move, or turn, or change the play from the right wing to the left wing. Bobby Reed is capable of that. Who's the next guy playing midfield with him? Number 14. Is that a 14 or 16? A brown man.
You're talking about the
midfielder for
Hayden.
Jamaica, man.
Hayden, you're talking.
Yeah, Hayden.
Yes.
He's not bad either. So the combination of midfield that I'm seeing, Zidane, I haven't been watching in the last year or so. This is the best combination I've been seeing in the midfield, right? No, Warner Brown, no. In my last call, I forgot to say the youth Warner Brown deserves a start over
Shamar.
And I think he earned his place. And I think from now on, unless things change, so going into the next game, he's got to be the starter. I think Cephas was all right. I don't think he was overly impressive, right? He ended up scoring a goal.
Yeah, his decision making was in the attacking the final third.
But
could have been better.
Yeah, but we're gonna say, boy, it's his first real run out, and he's gonna get better.
Yeah, but
right?
he did some other things well enough. So he got on the ball a lot. He ran at people. He pushed them back. But it's just that
when the final ball.
Yes.
Yeah. But I think he's done enough to deserve to keep his position.
Yeah, I agree.
On that ring.
So and people were asking before, not only Beloved, but others were saying that Damarai Gray, they would play him as an attacking midfield. And he looked good enough there. So I agree with you that I will keep Cephas out there as a starter.
He did.
And put Damarai Gray back in midfield.
But here's my thing with the coach now. He makes me a little... It calls for concern. The cause for concern is...
Hold the line.
Yeah.
We'll take a break. We're coming.
Go straight to Western Sports for all your track and field needs, like spikes, high jump equipment, throwing implements, hurdles, not to mention your team tracksuits, running tights, vests, and shorts.
The time by Western Sports, the sports people, is
3 o'clock.
Set the trend, set the trend.
The Trend-Setting Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., is Jamaica's #1 call-in sports program. Join me, Orville Higgins, and me, Christopher Zidane Matthews, as we continue to take call-in sports discussions to the highest levels on radio. The Sports Desk, Mondays to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m., on Jamaica's #1 sports radio station. The hour between 3 and 4 p.m. is sponsored by Western Sports, the sports people, with locations in Kingston, Ocho Rios, and Montego Bay.
For financial news and the latest developments in the business community and economy, Financially Speaking is the top choice. Join me, your host Errol Gregory, Mondays and Wednesdays at 12:30 p.m. as we look at current economic issues, provide small business tips, and help you to build your business and portfolio. That's Financially Speaking, sponsored by Jamaica Stock Exchange, JSC Online Trading.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, G-Star, back with you.
Yeah, so here's what's cause for concern, though, Zidane. And Mr. Higgins, pick up yourself, you know.
Yeah, man.
All right, so I was watching the game, and the first leg against St. Vincent, right?
Yes.
And I came in maybe about, I don't remember, like maybe 5 minutes in the first half or something like that. Or when did they score the goal? The second half of the
second
first
half, man. They scored about in the 70-something minutes. Yeah, in the second half. Yes.
So that means I came in the second half. After about 5 minutes, and I'm watching the youth McCall, I'm like, hold on, he doesn't belong on the field. I saw that about 5 minutes. So if I can see that in 5 minutes, what was the coach looking at?
Yeah, man, he was on too long, man. It was really a very,
how did he get on the field in the first place is what I'm saying. Because you're watching him, you're seeing him in practice, You've been scouting him. You know who he is.
No, well, clearly you wouldn't have looked that way in practice too. And remember, in the two games, if it was Trinidad, a local Trinidad team, as well as a weak Trinidad team, he was pretty comfortable in those two games. So,
oh boy, that touch he took though, and I said I believe in second chances, But here what? If he's gonna come on the field again, it's got to be in garbage time.
I doubt he will ever play again.
Okay,
strongly doubt it.
One last thing though. What I want to see still, I still want to see. I don't know why Dixon has gotten a proper run out. I still need to see Dixon for just like we see Cephas for a good stretch.
Yes.
I need to see Dixon for a good stretch with the Reggae Boys, right? And last but not least, our best talent, our best prospect ever, by the name of Dewan Whisper.
Dejan Whisper Richard.
Yeah, he needs to get in the fold, right?
Well, he's still recovering from that operation. Yes.
Whenever he does, he needs to be in the fold because you can't have a player like Kobe Bryant coming out of high school and you have him on the bench, even though that's what they did in LA, right? But that was a mistake when Del Harris had Kobe Bryant on the bench. All right, moving on to some basketball now.
Yes.
In terms of the SGA and the Jokic, we kind of went over this already. But what I will say in terms of the offense and defense, when you study basketball players and you study even the plus minus, what you notice is superstar players, they tend to contribute more offensively than they do defensively.
Correct. You're so correct. Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So a player like Luka Doncic, a player like Nikola Jokic, there's a premium on offense. So if they're like, let me give you a proper example. Dirk Nowitzki and Dennis Rodman. Dirk Nowitzki's offense is as good as Dennis Rodman's defense.
Good.
And Dennis Rodman's defense, you understand what I'm saying?
His
offense is as bad as Dirk Nowitzki's defense.
Yes.
But Dirk Nowitzki is a more valuable player. Why? Because there's a premium for offense.
Yeah, man. You're correct.
When it comes to superstar players. All right?
You're correct, man.
All right. So let's analyze the basketball. I was in the Western Conference, right? Because I think that there's nobody else coming out to the East besides Cleveland or Boston, right? So let's go to the West, though, Zidane.
Mm-hmm.
So let's start with the play-in. Right now, Memphis is at the play-in. They're at 8.
Yes.
The Clippers is at 7. So let's assume Dallas and Sacramento won't make the playoffs, right?
Yes.
Oklahoma City is going to breeze in that first round. You have Houston versus Clippers. Nobody knows how that's going to go.
Yeah. Kawhi health will be a major factor in that series.
Yeah. And this is if this stays the same because these things can always move, right?
Yeah, man, because the games are they're tight in terms of the losses.
Yeah, so I don't think Memphis has enough. I don't think Clippers has enough. But I want to start with Minnesota. People are sleeping on the Minnesota Timberwolves. They made it to the Western Conference Finals last year. They traded Karl Anthony Towns, which I believe was a big mistake. Yeah. But regardless, they brought in Julius Randle that brings in a little more toughness to the team, though, right? And they're starting to. They've gotten it together. They didn't start. They've gotten it together. They're playing better down the stretch, and I think that they're going to be a tough out, right? So for me, G-Star, I have Oklahoma City at the top, and then I have Minnesota right after them. Well, let me not jump the gun. Minnesota, but we also have Golden State. I think that Golden State is in 5th.
Yes.
Right?
Wow, this is bold of you, man. This is very bold.
Yeah. No, not really. They made the Western Conference Finals last year.
Well, every year is different. They're struggling this year.
True.
Yeah.
But as I said, in their last 10, they're 7-3.
Where did they finish last year?
They were finished 3rd.
That's Minnesota.
Yeah, they finished 3rd in the West.
Yes.
Remember, it all came down to the last game of the season. It could have been 1st, and it could have been 3rd, depending on that last game of the season.
Yeah, correct.
So the Golden State Warriors know. Before the Jimmy Butler trade, they were nowhere, dead in the water, and I think Jimmy Butler brought them a lifeline. Do I think that they're championship contenders? I think they have an outside shot at it, but I think that in the Western Conference, if I'm looking at it properly, I have OKC, I have Golden State. Why Golden State? Because they have championship experience, and when it comes to the playoffs, you can't negate that. Jimmy Butler, we've seen Jimmy Butler playoff Jimmy. We know what Steph Curry can do. They have the new guy called Quinton Post, who's playing a lot better. Moses Moody is finally getting his minutes. And then now the X factor they have is Jonathan Kuminga. If they need more athleticism into the lineup, they can plug in Kuminga. And then now the Denver Nuggets know that. I don't think the Denver Nuggets are going nowhere. Why? They're not deep enough. Even though they're in the mix, they're not deep enough. They might win a one series, but they're not deep enough bench-wise. And then now we saw it 2 nights ago with the Russell Westbrook factor.
Yeah.
What's Russell Westbrook? Is Russell Westbrook going to lose a game or 2 in the playoffs? I hope not, because everybody is down on him. I'm kind of rooting for Russell Westbrook, but it's shown that you can't really trust Russell Westbrook. And then last but not least, the Los Angeles Lakers, or are they the Fakers? Chris Lynch has them going far still, And I think you had them going far too. Where you have them going to then?
Conference finals, because I think they will avoid the Thunders. I think Lakers will finish 3rd and avoid the Thunders in the second round.
And I said this once before, and I'll say it again. And I heard somebody say it this morning. I think it was Kendrick Perkins. LeBron is playing center in critical moments. Can LeBron hold up playing the center position in the playoffs?
Yes.
Against Sengun, against Jokic. That's a lot of burden.
No, but no, it's not, because guess what happened now? They know.
I know what you're gonna say. You're gonna say they have Luka to carry the load, right?
They have somebody who can really run the offense, score, assist, facilitate, and they have another person who can give them 20 plus points on any given night as well. And it's not LeBron.
And you believe that LeBron's gonna give up that ball in playoffs?
He has been. Yes, he can.
No, man, regular season different from.
No, it's Luka. We talk. It's Luka's a different. Luke. He has never played with anybody who is as good as Luka with the ball in his hands and can score as well as Luka. Not even Kyrie.
Hold on.
Not even Kyrie.
No, hold on. What?
I'm saying.
Again? What? There's a guy named D Wade. He played with him.
No, man. D Wade is not as good as Luka, my boss.
D Wade in the prime.
D Wade ceiling is can't match Luka.
D Wade in his.
Dwayne Wade's ceiling as an offensive player cannot match Luka Doncic, my boss. Man, laugh.
Stop that.
Google Luka.
Mr. Higgins.
Yes.
This is what you call POM.
G-Star. G-Star.
Prisoner of
no G-Star. Google.
Don't forget who Dwayne Wade.
No, offensively him can't compete with Luka, my boss.
And then what about Kyrie, the most skilled?
None of them. You see me? Mm-hmm. I have Luka. If Luka maintains his high standard, my boss, for the next decade, I have Luka as top 10 all time. That's my projection for Luka. I don't think Dwayne Wade is top 10 all time. Or Kyrie. And you agree? Don't you agree?
The cool is strong. No, I don't agree with that. Not anymore. Maybe a couple years ago. I don't think.
No, you're switching your mouth on me then. You're switching your mouth on me.
Yes, I am, because I don't think Luka's defense is good enough.
No, but he has never. No. But you're flip flopping, because he has never been a good defender.
No, you're right.
And you agree that you had him top 10 if he continued on this path.
No, I didn't say he has a chance. I didn't say he would be.
But Dwayne Wade is nothing that.
I don't think so.
But you never thought that of Dwayne Wade. You never ever.
We're talking about greatness, not who's better.
No, man. But you have to be better in first.
No, man.
You can't just be great, some boss.
But anyway, you can have your opinion. I just disagree.
but you're mocking it as if it's a problem, and you agree.
No, because you made it seem like you're forgetting who these players were.
No, man.
Kyrie Irving. Do you remember Kyrie Irving against Steph Curry?
But we know Kyrie Irving can't match Luka in terms of ability and talent, my boss.
But we saw it last year in the playoffs. We saw.
So Kyrie was better. Kyrie was better than Luka last season.
In several games.
No, I'm asking you overall. I'm not talking about several games. I'm saying overall, Kyrie was better than Luka. Is Kyrie carry the team?
No, I'm not going to say that.
Oh, come on. You can't compare little Kyrie to Luka, my boss.
I'm not going to go that far. But, all right.
Come on.
I get your point, though. Yeah. It's a point well taken. It's not like I don't take your point in it.
Okay, good.
That they have somebody to run the offense. AD can't run the offense like that.
Boss, Luka Doncic. Let me remind you about something. Luka Doncic took a team that was not fancied and beat the favorites, Phoenix Suns, to take them to the conference finals a couple of years ago. He Steph them beat them on the way to the championship.
But here's what you're not realizing now. There's a scouting report on Luka. People know how to attack Luka. You saw it in the NBA finals last year, and you see it right now.
We could discuss this another time.
Yeah, let me finish.
Well past the music.
Yeah, Luka Doncic is getting cooked defensively game after game after game. You have to contend with that too.
All right, big up.
All right, let's get the music in. Star. Second selection. We haven't played the music yet from 3 o'clock. All right, it's called Jehovah Guide Me by Omar. Brought to you by Edge Campaigns for People Dreaming.
Father, it's me again. It's Somari again. Yes, it's me again. Yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Father God, you make you guide me through the land. This is a prayer, this is more than a song. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Jehovah, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I bring me. Father God, may beg you guide and protect me from the evil on the road where you try to corral me. From all the wicked where you try to backstab me, and the one them way you plot to take my life over vanity. Father God, may beg you watch my family. Protect my friends as I bless my enemies. We need you more in a distant time, cause out the road it just not pretty with the crime. Yeah, yeah. And Father God, may beg you just stand beside me. Every day them just a come at me if you try to derail me. But me thank you every day for the victory. Just a hold on the faith, me now go make them distract me. And me's a youth who hustle hard in the streets, working every day because the wife of the eat. And I must fulfill my destiny. Send your angels and for watch over me. And Jehovah guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I free me. Jehovah guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I free me. Me say you sticky, and out the road me say you mucky, and them the youths and nobody is not afraid to make you dopey. What a pity, I fear guns so lot the city, and on the world I fear calamity. No, it not pretty, and out the road me say you dirty, and every man will run the place like him and John. That's the what a pity. No more luck on the in and the city. Just said you have no cause me need it. Oh my God, me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I free me. Jehovah guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah shield me from the evil way I free me. See again. Jehovah, me, I beg you to cover me with all of your might, but save me from the evil man, the one way of the evil plan, the one way you try to take my life. See again. Jehovah, me, I beg you to cover me with all of your might, but save me from the evil man, the one way of the evil plan, the one way you try to take my life. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, I beg you shield me from the evil way I free me. Jehovah, guide me, and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, shield me from the evil way I free me. Jehovah, just guide me and just protect me from my enemies. Jehovah, just shield me from all the wicked way I free me. Jehovah, guide me and just protect me from my enemies.
All right, so that was Jehovah Guide Me by Omari. That's the second and final selection here on the show. We take a break. We'll be back.
Get on the path to financial freedom. Be your own boss with City and Guilds and Distinction College certification at Distinction College. Start full-time, part-time with weekend classes in plumbing, air conditioning and refrigeration, motor vehicle repairs and electrical installation. No subjects required, no age limit, no entrance test. Register this week and get free courses at huge discounts. Licensed employment agencies will assist students with job opportunities overseas. Visit us in Kingston, Spanish Town, and Ocho Rios, or call 876-356-4167. Distinction College, the school of champions.
Rev up your excitement with Fidelity Motors. We are bringing you unbeatable specials on brand new Nissan vehicles. Relax with the 2024 Nissan X-Trail e-Power. Enjoy a 2-month payment holiday, 5 years free service, free insurance, 3 years warranty, and 3 years roadside assistance. And that's not all. Keep your tank full in the 2024 Nissan Qashqai with 1 year free fuel, 2 years free service, free insurance, and much more. Don't miss out on these incredible deals. Visit us at 5 to 18 Hanover Street or call us at 948-5409 for all the details. This is Nissan, where innovation excites. Conditions apply.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232. Or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jm. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All righty then, welcome back to the Sports Desk. We go back online also. Yeah, man. Hello.
So y'all doing dangerous inside.
How are you, the boss?
This is dangerous.
Yeah, man.
Good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all good?
Yeah, man.
But you guys, the lines challenging them. Like, stayed on the line like half an hour order yesterday. I still couldn't. Just kept getting bounced from the line. But so I think, but true, when you have a good show, you know, say I try to go. Not true?
Why would we shit never had to be like that still?
Hey, yo, Orville.
Yeah.
I had an interview with Dr. Bennett. Good work, good information on the lights, good information on the scoreboard. Nice hearing about this under 23 program. I wanted to follow it up and find out exactly when, if they're going to have a competition or if they're going to have a bilateral series. But I'd love to see something like that. I want to know when something like that starting so we can get to watch the games.
Well, he said in Jamaica, it's for now the plans are for just some camps, not competition.
I already said camps for the girls, but he said for the boys. I think he said that they were planning to play some games.
Yeah, well, maybe some practice games, but not competition.
Really? Well, if I can get any more information from it, that's the way here, I think. But that was good work. Good stuff.
All right.
No, let me repeat something that I said before, which I don't know if it went unnoticed, but basically, I'm very upset. Very, very, very upset at the dropping of Ravman Powell as captain for the West Indies T20 team. I don't see why he was dropped.
Yeah. Correction. Go ahead.
But because me did already say, I'll go with this thing where the coach makes the decision, the hypocrite may start complaining against it. Because at the end of the day, if you have an NFL coach, who wants to win a championship and decides to make a bold move by dropping some big player on his side to go and get somebody else who he believes can get him the championship, but it's hard to complain about that. True or false?
That's fair enough.
True or false?
There's one argument that them fall out at the last World Cup. You hear that? Come know your ears close to the ground. You hear the argument there?
I heard that there might have been a little issue where, because I think everybody know that Darren Sammy runs the team like he's a captain. Darren Sammy is very insistent and things being done a certain way. And I heard there might have been a thing where Sammy wanted to push for things a particular way and might not have been happy with some of the responses. But I didn't hear that as being a big issue. By the time when I heard it, I didn't hear it as being such a huge issue that would have led to this particular decision.
Well,
but I know that Sammy pushed for it very, very hard.
I'm hearing that there were some issues in the world. But
we
can't guarantee
that's
it.
very possible.
And it's not coming from the usual sources where they just tell me straight from out of the horse's mouth or within the room.
Mm-hmm.
But I'll ask some questions because this is more than meets the eye.
But what are we to do? I mean, Orville, you agree that this is the system that you like, you know. If Alex Ferguson said, I don't want so and so to be the captain of the team anymore, could you complain about that?
Football different.
I don't say that you're right.
Yeah, man, football is different.
I mean, at the end of the day, anyway you put it, Sammy is going to be judged based on whether or not he can win the World Cup. That's the ultimate thing. And if Sammy can win the World Cup, everybody will say that. Everybody will justify the move.
Let me ask you as a guru, who is more important to the success of a team? The captain, since the decisions have to be made quickly on the field in terms of when you're going to change to this bowler, field placing and all that, set up this batsman, all of that it's all instant. It's all just right in the moment. And the coach is not like football where he can stop the game and call you over until they say do that. Which I think is more significant to the result? The captain
in cricket?
or the coach? Yes.
I think it depends from team to team, but generally speaking, the captain is more significant to the results.
Yes,
than the coach.
and I'm agreeing with you.
Yeah, but it still depends. There are some coaches who come into a setup. Look at England, for example. You can't tell me that what's the name of the coach in England? That dude, that New Zealander fella.
Yeah, man.
The wicketkeeper batsman.
Yes.
He has made a significant change in
their mentality, how they approach the game.
Play
True.
and everything. So in that setup, you would say he has been more influential in that team's winning as opposed to the captain. So it really depends on the particular team, the particular circumstance. But overall, generally in cricket, the captain is more important. That's my answer to that. Now, let me switch to something else. Me a couple of men say, boy, them not agree with Jay Seals. And one being the captain of the team. And one of the things that everybody has said is that he has never captained before. Not true, Orville?
Yeah, I've heard that argument against him.
Yeah. But I push back at that with saying that there's a particular captain that captained an international team that had only been in the team for 8 test matches when he was made captain. I can't remember him captaining before he captained South Africa. He never captained in under 19. I can't remember him captaining in domestic cricket. He ended up captaining that team for around 109 games. They had almost a 49% win record. And yes, that was Graham Smith.
Graham Smith's team was much better than ours. Graham Smith's team was much better than ours. So I don't know how much of that success.
Which is why I think it should be an investment. I think it has to be viewed as an investment for the future. Because if we go and pick Holder, that is surely a short-term stopgap. We can't be looking at Holder captain in the team for another 20 test matches. I don't think
you don't believe that the person who should be a captain is somebody who has had captaincy experience before. I mean, it has happened where people don't do it.
Captaincy experience is important. I think so. But I think where we are right now, we have to look at several things. Remember that Holder turned down a central contract, you know.
Yeah,
Holder basically started to shift his career to focus on playing the shorter game to make some money, and he's working out his pension plan right now. You sure Holder going, even if Holder say yes, will he be strongly motivated to want to do something and want to?
What do you make of the fact that he wants to come back against Australia? What, because he has missed the last few series. Now he wants to come back. If Holder is not planning to come back for the long haul, should they still pick him for Australia?
That's a difficult question because, to be honest, Holder walks into the team.
No, man, we know
in this position. No.
But if after Australia, who do we play next season? So I mean, I want to play that next series as well. If he's going to decide when him play and when him don't play, do we still pick him?
I that's a tricky thing because I'm a win man. You know, if he walks into the team and makes the team stronger, that's fine. I wouldn't pick him to be captain because I think you need that consistency. You need that person to show that sort of commitment. But in terms of if he walks into the team and makes the team that much better, I would still pick him. You know, that's just me still because I think we need to win. One final thing before we leave, Zin. And by the way, I take what everybody said. There is a huge risk in picking Jaden Fields. I think somebody made an excellent point about whether or not physically, if he can make the matches and things because he has had a couple of issues. But the other thing is, will the mental pressure of captaining a team that's as weak as ours and taking all of the stuff that we are going to put out there at him when he made bad decisions out there, will that mental pressure affect his game because he has a big career ahead of him?
The young, just a master in craft, lining up himself to be one of the better fast bowlers we have seen in the West Indies for a long time. I don't think if you tell this youth and say you have to captain.
You know what I'm pressure.
No,
yeah, man. So I understand what you are saying.
He have too much going theme as a youth right now for you to throw that pan in it. You want to demand them where they hope them are the whole of them are the Silva come back captain or something.
How Hope come back in the team? I don't understand you guys. How Hope name even a call? Hope make no runs?
No.
I mean, why would we drop Imlak and bring in Hope?
No, me not think Imlak forget drop. Imlak I go keep.
Me not see. Unless I see something else in a Hope. Me just not see football.
Yeah, where did the runs come from for him to be eligible for test? Yeah.
Exactly, Zidane. Hey, yo, you know, I will get soft and Hope to get. You know what it's
No.
Once upon a time.
No. This is what I say. When Hope was in the team, when me say Hope can't make this team, there was Blackwood, there was Bonner, there was Kyle Mayers, there was Jason Holder himself. Who else was there? Some other little man where did it. No, all of them are averaging at the 20s, including Hope. Anthony and Hodgson. So I believe Hope. All of them are ordinary now.
Well, but I will go back for Banner. But I will go back for Banner them then.
There is no. So there is no Banner, no Blackwood, no Mayers, no Holder. So there were 4 people who used to be in the top 6 who are in the top 6 now. I caught them and Attorneys them and Greaves them and the way at that. So my unwillingness to have Hope back in the team now is not as strong as when them other man them did that try to compete.
But using your own metrics, you know, using your own metric, Hope not dominating at regional level like those guys.
No,
they get the music to come in, and I look like someone might have a call on them back tomorrow.
I still think he would need to come in the red ball game and show some, even if he not beat down the door.
I think so too.
Show some.
I think he has numbers before he gets back.
They can't argue it.
As simple as that.
They not argue it.
All right. Anyway, we call back tomorrow. Dangerous in 5 out. All right.
Big up, Dwight.
Cool.
All right. We'll take another break. We're coming back.
So refreshing. What's so refreshing, Sonia? The water is refreshing. Try it now. Where you get that from? Not clean manufacturing water. So refreshing. Me like it. Clean water. Located at 20 Syndham Commercial, Old Harbour, Spanish Town, St. Catherine. Telephone number 876-335-0448 or 876-648-7192. Or email cleanconcept@gmail.com.
The Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission JADCO needs your help to eliminate doping and keep sport clean. If you have concerns about any doping activity, you can share the information with JADCO anonymously. The information you share will be treated with the highest level of confidentiality. Make the right call if you see something, say something. Protect clean sport. Protect our legacy. To report doping activity, call 888-429-5232 or visit the JADCO website at jadco.gov.jn. A message from the Jamaica Anti-Doping Commission.
It is your right to know what you want. Information at your fingertips. It's for the man in the streets, For those in business, information for everybody. No asset, so you can use it to develop your community. Your right to know information at your fingertips.
A message from the Access to Information Unit.
It's now time for Sports in a Minute, sponsored by Edgechem, Western Sports, Megamart, Spectrum Insurance Brokers, Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited, and Fosrich.
Dani Olmo and Paul Victor are eligible to play for Barcelona for the rest of the season. Spain's National Sports Council, CDSD, has ruled La Liga granted Barcelona a temporary license to register Olmo and Victor last summer, but later revoked their decision after claiming the club had failed to prove they were complying with the league's financial rules by the deadline of December 31. The CSD gave Barcelona permission to temporarily reinstate the pair following an appeal in January. On Wednesday, La Liga said the club did not have the financial capacity to register the forwards, but the CSD annulled the agreement between the Spanish top flight and the country's football federation, RFEF. The CSD said the two players' registration remained valid as the RFEF acknowledged that there is no federation resolution that agreed of the cancellation for the license and that this decision to not grant the license is null and void. La Liga said it will appeal the decision. And that's your Sports in a Minute.
Sports in a Minute was sponsored by Edgechem, changing lives 1 gallon at a time. Western Sports, the sports people. Megamart, best value by far. Spectrum Insurance Brokers, setting the industry standard. Dangel Auto Spares and Accessories Limited at 20 Balmoral Avenue, Kingston 10, and shop number 10, 1A Chapelton Road. Call 876-929-9146. And Fosrich.
Listen up, Jamaica. At Fosrich, everybody's getting a solar water heater. $20,000 deposit. 6 months to pay. What a deal. Fosrich Financing.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and number one daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, Trinidad now 33 for 4 in response to Jamaica's 372. Mainly gone 3 wickets. Odin Smith has taken the other one. Jamaica on a roll. Back on line here, Astar. Astar said back on line. So we go back on line. Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
What going on?
Is who this?
National Zidane.
Oh, good afternoon, National Leaders.
National about 10-year winner here from you now.
Yeah. Good afternoon, man.
But it's almost as if I 10 years me have the family.
Oh, Lordy.
The line. Yeah, man, the line is the line long, no bad.
Yeah.
All right. Big up yourself, National man. You're still in Canada or you're in Jamaica for some reason.
Yeah, no, man, which part, when name, Santa Claus, please, next door. That's way up now, man.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Now, listen to the program. I went last week, but I have to take time and call because Zidane, you really have to ask you if you mean what you say. You hear for Africa team.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, sorry.
Yes.
No team against them.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you say left back. And if the memory serves me right, you say Taxi over Bibi Gardner.
Yes.
And that you did that?
Yes.
Taxi Lions
over
man. Bibi Gardner.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so you realize that one man feeling at MLS and one man floor at the Premier League.
Well, if we're going to go by that, if we're going to go by that argument, that means all the players who played a sustained period in the Premier League.
No. When I reason so, you know what reason now.
Mm-hmm.
The reason how Bibi Gardner, as a schoolboy, leave from out of Jamaica, dropping an English Premier League team, and holding on until the man was
Actually, when he went, no man, but I'm going to correct you. Actually, when he went to Bolton, they were not in the Premier League quite yet. So he didn't go straight into a Premier League team.
But any league in England, Bibi Gardner got better than the league, better than MLS.
Yeah, but it doesn't mean he's a better. But it doesn't mean he's a better player.
But watch this.
You think Bibi?
Yes. Let me name it.
All right.
And everybody in a bigger league better than everybody in a lower league or a lesser league. That's not the point.
Exactly. So
the thing is good. This one. But we're talking about two individuals where we put under the microscope.
Yes.
So we're not really talking only about the league. Yeah? But we're talking about all the man them here in the respective league and evidence to the English Premier League is no comparison.
Who was the better defender of the two? In them prime, who was the better defender?
Bibi Gardner every day of the week more for the
No, man, Bibi. No, sir. Bibi Gardner was not special defensively, especially during the 98 campaign, my boss. He was very good on the ball and going forward.
This is only the answer, you know. Taxi Lawrence should look better playing against inferior opponents than Bibi Gardner. The man of the caliber player with Bibi Gardner up against week in, week out. I don't know if it's Taxi Lawrence in front of them. And then you tell me about him in defensive power. Then you can compare me to Henderson and Bibi Gardner. But don't tell me say using evidence.
Actually, hold on, let me give it. No, actually, that was a fair point. Let me just say that. That was a fair point.
So I really don't understand how you reach.
But we still go with Taxi.
Nothing. Nothing I can't see my man. Now try to look on it anywhere you want to spin it, and you can't see it. And Bibi Gardner strong point, yes, always a left back. In these days of football, your left back not only can be supposed to can defend.
No, but Taxi Lawrence is very. Taxi Lawrence when on his best day was very good going forward and deadly from set pieces when he gets them as well.
Deadly going forward, but not as good as Bibi Gardner.
No, I agree. I agree. I would take Bibi as an attacker over him in the left back position, but because as a left back you're a defender first. Me want Taxi Lawrence.
But I'm curious to hear who you're picking in your forward. Who you putting at the forward?
Me have Damarai Gray, Mikel Antonio, and Leon Bailey. Front three me have.
All right, no, the center forward. So you have Mikel Antonio.
Yes.
You ever think that you play?
Not in his prime.
Oh, you want to do it. You can't really argue with it. But he's at the second day of the week.
Okay.
You can Luton Shelton play. They can Luton Shelton. You can Luton Shelton.
No, Luton Shelton can't play football like Antonio. When he play at team base. Yes. Yes.
It's pretty close between Luton Shelton and Mikel Antonio. And Luton Shelton as a man who play the role where Mikel Antonio plays the West Ham.
Yes.
It's almost as if West Ham always get behind ball and they want to counter attack and kick the ball up. I think Luton Shelton do that better than me.
Okay.
Me think Luton Shelton play a role better than the ball. But don't put Taxi Lawrence in Bibi Gardner.
Why you dismiss Taxi Lawrence like that? We don't understand why you dismiss the man.
No. Is that a disrespect? Not disrespect Taxi Lawrence.
The man has played at all level for Jamaica. The man played under 17, under 20, senior. And the man wants him left Jamaica and has never returned.
You're gone. One man that play for Jamaica in every aspect. In comparison to one man that play in the Premier League. Now only one right to the feeling and career.
The man make MLS best 11. MLS best 11 hold on, let me give you some of the man name thing. I dismiss him. MLS best 11 in 2018. CONCACAF Gold Cup best 11 in 2017. This was when we had pretty much a local based squad. The man was voted the best left back in the tournament. I'm sure Bibi Gardner played Gold Cup as well. So why are you dismissing this man? IFFHS CONCACAF Team of the Decade between 2011 and 2020. The man was named in that team as well. Don't disrespect Taxi Lawrence like that and dismiss him, boss.
Don't just draw out Gold Cup. Gold Cup is a one-half competition.
No man, but Bibi play Gold Cup football.
Make me talk about it. You can't have a tournament, man. Make me talk on the respective league, but we can week in, week out. chalk to cheese. Every day of the week.
No, I give you that point, you know.
It's not up to
No, man, I give you that point.
but we can't. Anyone can shout a one World Cup or one.
Miguel Lawrence edge. No, man, take you. No, that's the best. That's the best argument. I'm gonna give it to you. It's a good point that he might look like a better defender for the most part because he might play against less quality. So that's a very fair point. But I still give Taxi the edge.
No, but we say about 3 or 4 good arguments.
No, me not
hear one fair, but me not see the 6 yet to you with Taxi Lawrence. But don't do that, man. You can't put Taxi Lawrence. When you look at the 2 man in career, brother, you can't do that, man. And you have to take in a consideration. The leagues and them trainer. The opponent for them come up again. And so the guys are clapping up Premier League, you know.
Yeah, but Mr. Taxi play. Mr. When Jamaica play against some big opponents, Taxi hold him on defensively, man. He was pretty good. Was very good.
All right, that's all you have to say about. That's what it. If the argument the way I say, it comes close to the penalty and you touch it. It's very close to the argument. But I mean,
no, me never say Pele, but we can't put a man on the top 10 that I didn't see, my boss. That would be Bramble.
But no, but look here, you must hear. Look here, even if me not see Pele with my 2 eyes, then do you hear people talk about Pele and they have to read about Pele and even to see Pele juggle the man. One thing you bring up to come out and say that you can't. But now you're going to pick up yourself, man. Big up yourself.
Big up National. Big up, man. Good to hear from you, my boss.
Yeah, man. It was nice hearing from him, my boss.
All the best, man. All the best.
All right, big up.
All right. With that, we take a break. Good to hear from National. Has been a while. We're coming back for the final segment.
Tracy, oh, you go give on now.
You're too fast. Hey, me I got Jotex now for buy up my sugar bun, wine slice, bulla, coffee strip, and marble cake, plus some raisin bread, banana cake, and the best rock cake for the pitney them.
Me can't get some?
No, go buy your own. Hey.
Jotex Bakery. Visit 20 Gold Street, Kingston, or call 922-5768. Open Monday to Saturday, 8 a.m. to 7 p.m. Delivery island-wide. Jotex Bakery. So nice, so right.
Conditions apply.
Saturday is one of the biggest days for sports, and Omega Sports has got you covered. Kick off your morning with the BBC Sports World for 3 hours of comprehensive roundup of various sports, including the English Premier League, from 9 a.m. Eastern Standard Time. Omega Radio, God and Sports. Sensible.
You're listening to Jamaica's first and #1 daytime sports calling show, The Sports Desk.
All right, welcome. Welcome back to the Sports Desk. I'm glad I could draw at National. I haven't heard from him in a long time. Did all the South here saying kick out my teeth. No, him have one big argument, South here. I mean, I agree with him. It is a good point to close the gap because I was saying I think Taxi Lawrence is much better defensive, but he is pointing out that remember that in the Premier League now, Bibi would have been facing much better wide players. So maybe the gap is not wide as me think defensively between the two. And I gave him the credit. It was a reasonably good point. Yeah, so I give him the point. It's closer than I think defensive, but I still give Taxi the edge. All right, we go back online. Oster Hoyt.
Yeah.
Hello.
Here we go. Hello.
Hello, good afternoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, Zidane.
Yes. All right, hold on. Before I say something. So, Oral Tracy text me now, people. Taxi Lawrence cannot play football like Bibi Ghana. Do not do that to yourself, boss. Oral Tracy. Taxi being a better defender for Jamaica can be defended with logical arguments. You're on radio saying that a favorite can't change, my boss. Don't tell me what not to do to myself. Go advise yourself, my boss, and talking nonsense on radio. You said if you have a son and you want him to become a sprinter, you are saying to William Nib because you see him both used to go there and at Casey, Jamaica College, Calabar, with trucks, with equipment and everything to develop. because you have a full argument that 10 people in a produce no winners. Don't tell me what to do to myself. You go advise yourself. Good, sir. Go on, tell me, boss.
Yeah, Zidane Matthews.
Yes.
Orville Higgins.
Yeah, man. Big up.
Big up on yourself, man. This is Bernard from...
Yeah, oh, you're the Bernard.
Big up, my boy.
Yeah, no. There been a while, you know, passing through Jamaica, so I'm going to give a guys a shout. Good to see the guys skills together, have hosting a wonderful program, you know?
Yeah, man. Respect.
Yeah, man, for real. And the callers and so on, quite intelligent and all these things. So, yeah, man, it's a good look.
Yeah.
But I just want, you know, hearing the guys up when I really have much to discuss, really. You know, as Mr. Producer passed through the country, been away for about 3 years, so just want...
It's which Bernard is?
You know, the youth is all like about Asafa and Houston and Johan Blake comparison. Bernard from Lisbon.
Boy, I can't remember Bernard. But it's good to have you back still.
Yeah, Zidane remind him, man. Zidane can remind him, man. I always come up with a comparison talking about
between Bolt and Blake?
No, between Asafa Powell and Johan Blake, who was the better sprinter. And that was my core argument back in the day. I always bring up point about track and field. All
right. Well, me not remember, to be honest, but good.
Good, man.
You're back in Jamaica. You say you're back here now?
No, I'm on vacation, so like a week or two. But, you know, I was trying to tune into the program. So when I was away, I wasn't getting through.
Yeah, man, cool.
But yeah, but good to see the guys, other units, Zidane, Orville again. I'm talk about you guys a lot abroad, you know. So I really learn a lot from your program and stuff. And
yeah, man.
All a good argument, even when I get some bramble arguments, and I keep it composure and keep it respectful. So I always admire that.
Yeah, man. Respect.
But that's why I say condolence to the boat family, you know, that boat father passed.
Yes.
You know, it's a sad moment for both and his family. So both St. Leo both big up yourself, condolence to your family. You know, you done a lot for Jamaica. Your father was there with you through thick and thin. So you know, a legend. Your father is a legend just like yourself. So big up yourself both. You know, you're in mourning now, it's a tough time for you. But Jamaica is with you. You're in mourning with you.
All right.
You done big up on yourself. You done me short, yeah?
Yeah, man.
You are short. You are short.
Yeah, man. All right. No problem.
Big
up yourself. Thanks for the call, man. You said you were going to call and you have. Big up.
Yeah, man. Straight up.
All right. So big up Bernard. All right. So Trinidad now 49 for 5. The game of glorious uncertainties. 49 for 5 actually is 370 something. Or a response to 370 something. How we still know a star? All right. So we still have about 10 minutes to go. So anybody who wants to be part of it can. We haven't looked at any text all morning. So we could try that. Well, all afternoon. So make you what the text does the message. And then we come back. Yeah.
Excuse me, boss. You have a text message.
It's now time for text messages on the sports desk.
It gone a star. Me nah see. Oh. All right, here we go. Good afternoon, sports desk. Mr. Higgins, you and Zidane are my sports masters, but me vex you can't have on G-Star and CC so long. Toughest from Pope. All right, toughest. Butler should stick to youth coaching and development. That is, he seems to be very good at. I think he left out the what. That is what he seems to be very good at. Remember, he almost got humble and relegated some years ago. Luckily, the club removed him from the coaching job quickly enough, but Veer can't do the same thing because he is part owner. Oh, this is below average. All right, below average. Good to hear the text. We'll provide your calls there. Gentlemen, we are a strange set of people. This is another texter. Here we are pushing up our chest, bigging up ourselves, claiming we are the sprint capital of the world. Now we have this new and exciting event representing the launch, this revolutionary approach to athletics called the Grand Slam. The conceptualizers think so highly of Jamaica that they choose to launch it there. And instead of us grabbing it with both hands, head and heart, there seems to be so much push and pull, making it so difficult for these organizers. Why does everything with Jamaica always seem so difficult? It would be a crying shame if we don't have a full stadium. Good afternoon, Orville and Zidane. Dean from Mandeville. Due to my work schedule, I'm unable to call, and clearly this station has no interest in sports because I can only hear you people online and not on the airwaves. All right, we could leave it right there, so. And then By the way, Zidane, the athletes and the Olympics were both amateurs. It was an amateur meet for amateur athletes. I'm not sure that was made in reference to what point exactly. Here's another one. Bibi was voted Bolton Player of the 05-06 season. This is from Flacco.
Yes, he was Flacco, you're correct. But I remember Bibi there was a reason why at one point Bibi was being called to the national team as a midfielder. He hardly ever played left back for the Jamaica when they went to a flat back because 98 it was 3 defenders, out and out defenders, Pepe, Dixon, and the sweeper. So he had a lot of cover. But when the Jamaica team the national team went to a flat for a lot of time, Bibi Ghana was not deployed in the left back position because of his defensive frailty. He was not better than Taxi Lawrence defensively. It doesn't matter even playing in English Premier League. Taxi defensively was better.
All right. How we stay now? Ready? We go back on. All right. Hello.
Greetings and salutations.
Good afternoon, Evangelist.
To God be the glory. I'm alive and well. I'm excellent.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right. 2 things I want to touch on quickly. I went to the match at Sabine and watched the Reggae Boys, and I wasn't listening at the time, but what was the general feedback from the public for those who did watch the match? What was it? Because it was lackluster. The other team St. Vincent looked a little more comfortable.
You mean the Tree Love with them?
The Tree Love, yeah. The scoreline didn't reflect. It would exaggerate a dominant performance, which it wasn't. I was there. I was right behind the goal. It didn't reflect. One was our own goal. One was a 42th goal, and the other one was us.
One was our own goal.
Brilliant peach of a goal. As the Jamaicans said, clark it.
Yes, sir. One was an own goal.
Yeah, man. One was our own goal. Second goal was our own goal. And the last goal was extra effort put on by Kaheem Dixon that got the ball back into play. He made a bad pass.
I don't remember any other goals being own goals.
Yeah, man. One, Zidane. Second goal was our own goal. The guy put the ball in his own net.
It took a wicked deflection. Did they dub it an own goal?
Yeah, man. No. It was a own goal.
No, I think so.
Was the shot? If the shot was on target and it hit it?
It was a cross. Somebody crossed the ball and I was trying to clear and kicked it in his own goal. Watch the replay.
No, no, man. I can't.
The goal to.
Yeah, man. I can't.
The goal to.
I can't go and check.
Yeah, man. Because if not, who was accredited with the goal?
You're probably right, man. I remember the big wicked deflection, but I'm trying to remember if the shot was on. It was a shot and it was on target.
It was a cross.
It was a cross. So it was an own goal then.
Yes. Secondly, is it that Bailey has lost his confidence? What's happening with him? Because I watched the game and
who?
Leon.
Well,
he looked out of start in the game. I don't know if he's trying too hard, having come back and trying to redeem himself. I don't know.
This is a strange analysis from you. I thought along with many that he played well.
Played well. I could count at least 5 or 6 bad passes that he made.
Cephas played well in your opinion?
Oh, Cephas? No.
Who played well for you?
Who played well?
Yes.
Well, the goalkeeper would have had the best game of all because he kept us in the game.
No, man, the goalkeeper. No. You're wrong, my boss. The goalkeeper didn't have to do a lot in that game.
No, when he was called upon, he did what he had to do. Let's put it that way. Right?
I thought Bailey played relatively well, actually. The first game was a different thing, but in that game, I thought he did a lot very well, including providing that cross for that third and final goal that Dixon then pulled back.
All right, so I'm looking at the match sheet now. Warner Brown in the 27th minute. And they did say Andrew Johnson's 89th minute own goal. So you're right. But
I'm not going up there.
So they have it as own goal for true.
There we go. Yeah, man, I was at the match.
And then Cephas scored.
I went home and I watched it again. Watch the replay.
Cephas scored in the 94th minute. So you got that right.
Yeah, but I'm there and I'm seeing he's doing a lot of stuff. He's not making the passes. Cephas is right-footed or left-footed?
Cephas is more right than left.
All right. So
But he kept cutting in and he's not providing any crosses.
while Leon Bailey was right up there in terms of player ratings at the end of the game. I'm surprised.
No, man, he had them busy, but in terms of his effectiveness crossing the ball, it wasn't there. That is what I saw.
Well, he wasn't perfect, but I didn't think you said he looked out of sorts. I wouldn't describe it as that. But I hear you still. Kind of strange.
Yeah, all right. Secondly, let us go quickly now. Secondly, the stadium track has now been passed because I understand.
No, I don't think.
We're waiting.
No, I don't think nobody from World Athletics come look on it yet.
But my simple question is, wouldn't we have been aware as a athletic body to know that the persons who are, is it as a result of the colors, the material, what determines based on your guys' knowledge of track and field, of track, or you may not be aware of what constitutes a good track, but you might be very versed on the rules of the game. Why would have used somebody that having laid such a beautiful track, we're now almost being told it's going to be downgraded from 1 to 2?
No, we do. No, man, we don't know that it will be downgraded yet. We don't know that.
Being speculated.
No, I don't know who is speculating that.
No, I'm sure
somebody started that argument.
CVM reported that.
Yeah, but
I watched news one night. I heard it.
I talked to the president of the J3s himself. Him saying he don't know about that.
He don't know about that.
No. What happens is that every time you do something to a track, it's a given that the powers that be have to recertify.
Recertify, so to speak.
And if a record broke on it, you do it again. But yes, I'm not saying that it won't be downgraded, you know. But I'm saying at this point there is nothing definite to say that is going to be the case.
Okay, because I had that fear. Because I'm saying certain golden, what do you call them, IAA certified track meets.
There's no definite to say that.
Wouldn't be met if it is downgraded from 1 to 2.
Yeah.
And we had that going for us. They wanted to take certain track meets here because you could get qualifying standards for Olympics, World Championships, etc. Yeah. So for us to lose that, it would have been very discouraging.
We don't lose it yet. We may, but it's not confirmed. But we have to run. It's 4 o'clock. Big up yourself, Evangelist.
To God be the glory and enjoying the show as usual. Bless you.
Yeah, man. Respect.
All right, that is it. Before we run, because we see a lot of text coming in and people are varying views, but let me give you some real quick analysis, people. You see, in terms of the ability to tackle and win the ball, Bibi no good like taxi, none at all. None at all, nowhere. Bibi Ghana was also weak aerially. So if crosses are being whipped in and you want somebody as a left back to be in a position to tussle with strong attacking players and head the ball away, he can't compete with taxi either. The fact of the matter is, not the fact, it's my opinion, but it's logical opinion that Taxi Lawrence defensively was better than BBP. What footballer was watching? Bibi Ghana was lovely going forward, crosses the ball well, technically good on the ball, and that's why he flourished in the 3-5 or 5-3-2 system. But that's why a lot of the times when we were playing a back four, when we would move to a back four now, he did not play left back. Because now you're required to do a lot more defending in the back four as opposed to when you had a back five. You want to learn football and stop taking on the metal football. You know, romanticize Bibi Ghana because he was a part of the 98 team. Cannot defend like Taxi. Join us tomorrow, same place, same time, all over again. Until then, have yourselves a wonderful evening.
That's the Sports Desk for today. Remember to tune in and participate on the Sports Desk Mondays through to Fridays, 1 to 4 p.m.
Praise the Lord. Greetings and salutations to all of our wonderful, wonderful friends all over Jamaica. Listen, this is Dr. John Wayne Manning from Omega Church and Omega Radio. It has always been my dream to establish community work here in Jamaica.